morning, 7:08 right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. Christian here with you. Lauren here with you. Jake here with you. You here with us either on your radio. Maybe you're listening from our website, Q92radio.com, or maybe you are now watching because we just went live on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and X. Good morning, everybody. How you doing on your Wednesday? Halfway through your short work week. Hope you are having a good one out there. Thank you so much for having us on. I appreciate it. I'm really getting sick of seeing us in late May, all in hoodies.
I'm telling you, I walked in this morning and said I'm getting real tired of wearing the same crap because it's cold.
It's going to drop as the day goes on.
I know.
It's not even going to stay as warm as it is.
Yeah.
Stupid with two O's.
Stupid.
Like this, come on, man. Like, come on.
I know.
Anyway, enough of that.
That's why I'm looking forward to heading south so I can actually see what it's like to have summertime.
I pray when you go down there, it is still warm. I pray no Ohio weather follows you.
No, right now.
Somehow you get down there, you're like, what?
No, I know. I hope the weather doesn't shift, but as of right now, it's supposed to be like mostly sunny, 86.
Yeah, I'm about a month away.
Yeah,
a little more than a month, but I mean, first the last week of June or week of whatever week of 4th of July is on.
Yeah,
that's when I'll be in South Carolina. Let's go, ready for it. The only thing I got to get through now is the graduation party. Now that all the graduation main stuff is over, that is like,
yeah.
Now I got the party,
which just be like, yes, dear. I mean, that's my biggest piece of advice. Whatever she asks you to do, don't give her attitude if she sends you to the gas station to get ice. Don't give her attitude if she wants you to move the tables again.
Yeah. Now it's gonna be a day. Then after that, I'll be just moving her into Akron.
I know.
And that'll be it. That'll be it. Craziness. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Like I've been telling you all morning, what do we got for you here today? It's all about getting kayak finalists because we're giving away 2 of them thanks to our friends at Stark Parks, your summer fun destination. Tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, we call the grand prize winner. So if you're not a finalist yet, you need to be listening with us and Nicolina today to become one. We already got a finalist, Lisa from Louisville, last hour. We're hitting the queue to call again this hour. Be listening. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, we're hitting the queue to call. And in the 9 o'clock hour, we are also going to get a finalist for someone that goes over to the live video stream that's up right now on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Lauren, what do they want to put in the comment section after they like the live video? Because you got to do both.
Let's do any kind of a summer emoji because we could all use a little bit of summer because we haven't had any yet. So you could do the sun, you could do the palm tree, you could do a flip-flop, whatever. Just summery emojis.
Summery emojis would be divine. So go do that, won't you? 8 o'clock hour. John Batiste tickets to give away. Your Call Wednesday. And, of course, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So plenty to get to. A lot going on this morning. Glad you guys are with us. Mustache Master checking in halfway through the work week already. I know. Good morning, everyone. The Pez Guy. Good morning, Pez Guy. How are you? Happy Wednesday from Dr. Deeb's office. Safe travels, Marlington, 8th grade, going to Washington, D.C. today. Yes.
Nice.
Young Dukes, safe travels. Enjoy D.C. and Dr. Deeb's office. I'll see you today.
Oh, look at you.
I got an appointment over there this afternoon. I'll be there. Maybe I'll drop a line in there for you, Jay.
Oh, okay.
Ask if they're taking new patients. Dr. Deeb's office, are you taking new patients?
I was going to say, why wait? Just ask now.
Could my friend here become a patient of Dr. Deeb's? I've been selling him. His wonderfulness. DJ Dinger checking in. Have a great day, everybody.
I don't think that's how that works, though. I don't think doctors are like...
We gotta be seeing new patients.
Right. Yes, we are, but is he a good guy? I don't think that's how they don't ask that follow-up question.
Is he nice? Yeah, he's nice.
Okay, then.
Yes, he is taking new patients, but it depends on the insurance you have. You don't have to say on the air.
That's a good point. I don't even know.
Yeah.
What do we have?
I was just going to say, do you know?
No.
Why don't we start there? Let's text mom or dad and ask what insurance we're under.
All right.
Find that out so that I can go and then ask today when I go, do you guys accept this insurance?
Mm-hmm.
Then I can get you one step closer.
Okay. Deal.
Because I feel like you're hoping this goes nowhere.
No, I went to the other doctor and they did all my blood work. Everything came back fine. But I do know I need a family doctor.
Yeah, you should just have one in general.
Yeah.
Very close to the radio station.
That's true.
You can just swing out there.
Set your appointments to where you go right from work to there. I've gone there and come right back.
That's true. You have.
Just saying. Oh, and I'm telling you, that first time he'd walk in, Jake, my friend, how are you? You'd be like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever.
You guys, he did this yesterday,
This is the
literally
greatest.
for like 15 minutes.
Walks in with that laptop. Christian, my friend, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. And then we just get on the laptop. We go over my lab work and all my stuff. We check the A1C.
I mean, like, does he come down a little bit while he's going through your numbers? Like, A1C looking not so good. Like, I mean, how does this go?
No.
No, I mean, I know it's
a little high. We work on this.
okay. So see, he's just positive reinforcement.
No, he doesn't just tell you what you want to hear.
Okay.
No, he was when he told me I had type 2 diabetes. Oh, here we go, late already. He was very wasn't like, but he was like,
okay,
explained it. He
but he
explained what it
doesn't
means to have it. He explained what the medicines he's going to put me on will do to help me.
My point was though, like if he saw something bad, he wouldn't just be like, "Oh no, this is not good. You need for test."
He's not Indian.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never met the man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. No. Yeah. Ooh, you're going to die.
Right. That's what I was getting at.
Ooh, death. Oh no, that's terrible. No. But I'll tell you what. If I was going to get bad news,
You'd
I
want
would
it
want
from
it from
him?
him.
Okay.
He'd find a way.
All right.
Oh, you have Ebola. Oh. Z-Pack. What's that going to do?
We'll try our best.
I'll give you two. Sweet. Christian, take the tribe to Florida. I'm sure one day we'll do a Florida vacation. Listen, I still want to go back to Ocean City, Maryland, but I got no problem with the South Carolina with the family again. Happy birthday to the early morning toilet destroyers with us here. Good for you.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday.
Man. Where's the rage room today? Picking up coworkers who are not ready.
See, that's just a jerk move.
If
I'm
someone's
coming out of your way to pick you up and you're about to make me late to work.
Especially for work, because some people don't care about being late. Some people do. And if you don't, okay, but that's not cool to project that and make that your coworker's fault if they don't like to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know two people in my lives that literally couldn't care less how bad or how late they are. They just always show up and they're like, hi!
Yeah.
Like they weren't.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And it's an hour and 10 minutes after they were supposed to be there.
7:16, that's not good. It's Dochi. It's anxiety. Q92. Yeah.
Me later.
My oh no moment wasn't because of me. My ex's mother was watching our son. He was following her around the house in his walker. I walked in. She saw me and she was pulling the gate away from the basement doorway. She sat the gate to the side and walked forward to talk to me. As she stepped forward, my son looked down the basement steps like they were frickin' candy. He went straight down the basement steps. Is this your friend?
I don't know.
He was fine, but I swear my heart stopped. Then a couple years later, my son opened up the basement door at another house and let my daughter down the steps in her walker.
Oh, my gosh.
She was also okay. Shake my head. Get your kids away from walkers.
No, I don't think that was my friend because it was literally one of her other children that did not. They came up from the playroom to get a drink and did not shut the door.
Every parent's got an oh no moment.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. You could try your hardest. One winter when my son was a baby, the pipes in the basement burst from being too cold outside. My partner and I put the baby down as we were scrambling around to get the pipes to stop spraying, as there was about 1 foot of water in the basement. Not thinking, with the basement door open, our baby crawled to the door and went down the stairs. Luckily, the water broke his fall and was okay. That was the most freaked out moment I had. Good Lord. When I was about 2, I was in a walker and went over and pulled a hot iron down, and it hit me in the face. Damn. Live to tell the tale.
My mom had two moments. She shares them with us like proudly because we're fine. But
Yeah.
I rolled out of the car face down into a parking lot. When she got out of the car, she turned around to get me and I was gone. And it was because they were parked on a hill. And like back then, you didn't have to secure the car seat in the car. So I was just sitting between my mom and dad.
Just went rolling?
Yeah, they were like parked side. My mom got out of the car when she moved. My seat tipped and I rolled right out and she found me face down on the concrete. So I went to the emergency room for that. And then she had me on her lap at some Chinese restaurant, and I was a kid playing with my rattles, and I hit her bowl of soup, and the hot soup spilled into my lap and gave me burns on my thighs.
This has nothing to do with the oh no moment, but get a lock for your oven too, Christian.
Yeah.
You have oven lock. What's scary? You know what else scares me? He reaches for door handles already, like the front door, because he wants to go outside.
Yeah, make sure that thing is locked
Always
all
locked.
the time.
Always locked. It's just,
There was one more too, and it's my mistake. I didn't mean to open it, but I did because my mouse is awesome.
yeah.
It said when my daughter was about 2 or 3, I turned around and she had a Mike's Hard Lemonade and was drinking it.
Oh,
So someone must have set it down and she picked it up.
that would be an oh no moment.
Yeah.
David.
Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah. 728 right here on today's Music Q92. Coming up, a look at sports, and then we'll also be getting a finalist for a pair of kayaks from Stark Parks. We're giving away tomorrow. Your summer fun destination is Stark Parks. So that is coming up. Listen for the cue to call. Sports coming up next, right after Jordan Sparks. Chris Brown, No Air. Remember No Air?
I do. I love this song.
Woo! This was a good one. Q92.
Tell me how.
If heaven's really just space, and we all go to, like, you know what I mean? Because some people think we were sent here from another planet, another universe.
Yeah, but I've never been like I came from outer space.
No, because that's not as glamorous as saying I was sent here by the Lord, whichever God you pray to. It's fine.
Right.
You know, I don't think about stuff like, what if we really are? What if this is a simulation?
I don't know. I've never really
What
thought
if
about
we
it
are
like that before.
Sims?
I don't think it's that.
Is it that much crazier to think that than think that a man made us
What do you think this
from
is
the
like?
clouds?
So, in essence, you think this is like a much bigger version of the Truman Show?
Vastly, yeah. I don't know. These things I don't know. I can't. The problem is none of us can really answer any of these questions until we die.
Right.
Like, there's no one can come back to give us the answers. Like, yeah, no, it's this, or no, it's just this.
But there have been all those people that have had near-death experiences that say they see the Lord. You don't believe them?
They say that.
You don't believe them?
I'd like to speak personally to someone who's like, yeah, I saw this. You know what I mean? This is what I saw.
Yeah.
It's clouds. Everyone gets wings. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's groovy.
And Christian, that buffet doesn't exist.
My heaven, that would be my heaven. Just an endless buffet of all the foods I like. I don't know. It's just I think about weird things like that.
Yeah.
Where do we really come from?
Well, because
How did humans really
I do doubt the
begin
buffet.
to exist on this earth?
I know.
These are wormholes I go down.
I know.
Or rabbit holes, not wormholes, but wormholes
Well,
in
it's
space.
because you're thinking about space.
Yeah. I mean, how did this planet begin creating life and living things?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
You know how this world began.
We know what we were told. None of us were here.
But life has to come from something.
Yeah, yeah. You need carbon. You need well, for us, for life, for oxygen. You need oxygen. But how did it start? Did it really start with two people and an apple?
I mean,
Do you believe that?
I do.
Two people just showed up?
No, I believe that God made man and God made woman.
Just made one.
Yeah, and he put them together so that they would populate the earth.
Then wouldn't there be a little bit of...
What do you believe in dinosaurs?
Oh, yeah, I believe in dinosaurs.
You believe that we evolved though, like in evolution?
I don't know.
Because again, life has to come from life.
I don't
So
know
how did
the
that
dinosaurs
first
got.
life form happen?
These are great questions.
I know, it's deep.
Great questions. I
Deep.
don't know. We weren't the only thing that were created. I'm saying, is there a chance maybe we were placed here?
By God, yeah.
But maybe what we think is God is actually people from another universe.
An alien? Are you trying to tell me a spaceship
I
buzzed by and they're like,
I don't know.
this looks like a good spot. Beam them down.
I don't know what I believe either, Christian. LOL. But, ... who made God? How did he get there?
Well, God's a spirit. God's a spirit.
We're told. Today's Hit Music Q92. Christian, Lauren, and Jake here with you, hanging out. Hope you guys are having a great start to your Wednesday. Oh, man. Good morning, Q92 fam, from Sam, the Toe Man. Sam, good morning.
Sam.
Let me see. Still waiting for this coworker. What day's free advice? That's Friday.
Oh, my gosh.
Still waiting. DJ Dinger getting screwed over by a coworker.
You're much nicer than I am. I would have been like, you know what? I'm not going to be late. You're going to have to call an Uber.
You're so bad.
So dumb.
I would wait.
You would wait, even if it was 20 or 30 minutes and it was going to make you late.
Yeah, I'd wait like a little bitch. Yeah, I would.
I believe that.
I'm telling you I would.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you I would.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any life hacks as a mom? I went down, Jamie sent me a BuzzFeed thread of crazy mom hacks that worked on your kids. Was there any tricks you pulled as a mom?
Like mind tricks or?
Yeah, anything to trick them to do something or get them to do something.
All the time.
What were some of your,
still do.
What were some of your tricks?
Taking medicine and things like that. Like, we had the little syringe that you'd squirt into their cheek.
Oh.
They'd be like, just come here. And then I'd squeeze their cheeks and shove it in there. I'm trying to think. I mean, obviously, potty training. A lot of M&Ms were involved, like bribery. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the situation. When they were sick, I mean, definitely we viced them up.
Yeah. Some of these are very fun. Some of them are actually very genius.
Like, it's hard right off the top of your head to think of all the things that you did. I mean,
this one mom. When my mom would fold laundry, she would dump all the socks on the floor, sit us all down around them, and told us whoever got the most pairs won. We had a lot of fun, didn't realize we were sorting them for her.
100%. You know what? I did something equivalent. See, I knew this would kind of trigger. I would set the timer on the microwave, and I would be like, it's a race. Let's see who can pick up as many toys as possible in 5 minutes when that goes off. And they would just start scrambling. But yeah, it was totally worth it because it was cleaned up faster.
Whenever it's bedtime and they are stuck on Netflix or something similar, I'll change the language to Greek or Polish and tell them they don't understand because they're too tired. It's bedtime.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
What? If you want some peace from kids a little older, tell them mom's going to lay down for a few minutes. I need y'all to make sure I get up in 10 minutes so we can clean. They will leave you alone for a long time.
Yeah.
Straight up. I don't know if I should. Everyone's out of school, right? I don't mean for like crass. I mean just for something I don't want to scar a child's child.
I don't think all schools are out, but
all right, I won't read that. That was fantastic.
next week you could read it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, no, because I think Marlington's even in next week. I don't know.
Oh my God. Told the kids that Santa, Easter Bunny, and Tooth Fairy had to follow OSHA standards for workplace safety. They wouldn't come if their room was a mess with tripping hazards.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Oh my God. Told my daughter, I don't even know what that is. Told my kids that the ice cream man plays music to let everyone know he's sorry, but he's out of ice cream and he hopes we enjoy the music and try again tomorrow.
Terrible.
But that's genius.
Yeah.
She told her kids when the music was playing, it meant he was out of ice cream. That is a genius mom hack.
That's so mean, though, at the same time.
Best mom hack I've heard yet. That is another level right there. Calamari. Told my kids they're round chicken nuggets. Salmon is red chicken. Shrimp is small chicken. Cod is chicken. They were all chicken.
Wow, just different types of chicken.
I told my kids Chuck E. Cheese has to invite you to go. You can't just walk into a Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my gosh.
My mom used to tell us she was allergic to loud noises. So when she was overstimulated, she would say she was having an allergic reaction. Worked until a doctor asked me if any allergies ran in my family.
Oh boy.
My mom told my brothers if we hid from her in the clothing racks at stores, the employees would take us and turn us into mannequins.
That's good.
Oh my God.
I was very blunt with my children. In fact, last night
a few of them.
I kind of found out like how much I probably scarred them for life last night. Like, I would just be like, if you walk away from me, somebody could take you and you'd never see me again. Like, I would be
I could
very
see you doing
direct.
that. I could see you doing that.
Well,
My mom hack is when I need me time is to say we are all going to clean the house. My teens always disappear. LMAO.
it's true. I feel like my kids have given up now because if I assign a task, like I'm like, I need you two to unload the dishwasher, they do it as fast as humanly possible. And I think they do it just because they want to get it out of the way and go back to what they were doing.
Yeah.
But they don't even argue anymore. It's just like, okay, they just get it done and move on.
What mom hacks or parenting hacks have you pulled on your children? The ice cream truck one is still my favorite. Anytime on the text line, anytime my kids argue with me about doing something, I just keep saying thank you and I love you until they cave in. Tell me they love me too and go off to do whatever I ask them. They don't know what to do when you just keep saying thank you, love you.
That's not a bad idea. Kill them with kindness and then they just give up.
Yeah, that'd be one way to do it. I told my kids that if the ice cream truck was playing music, all they had to do was Tootsie Rolls because my kids do not like Tootsie Rolls. It lasted about 6 years until I got a new neighbor with kids. They introduced the ice cream truck to my children. So you said the music just means all they have are Tootsie Rolls. I like Tootsie Rolls. My son hated tomato soup, but he sure loved grilled cheese dip.
I mean,
Good.
that's my son. My son won't really eat the soup,
Good.
but he will dip his grilled cheese in it.
So you told him it was grilled cheese dip, and he ate it. That sounds like a way you would have to trick me
Yeah.
because I'm an idiot.
Kids don't know what they like because they're just trying to be impossible.
When I had a snack I didn't want to share, I said it was spicy to my children. I told my son ham is pink chicken. If I'm overstimulated, I tell my kids I need 10 minutes alone or we're cleaning the house. They'll give me a solid 30 minutes or more.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a threat. 7:44. It's Alex Warren, Joe Jonas. That cue to call for the kayaks is coming up real soon. Q92. You see, hubby and I are two mids that made beautiful children, like strangers constantly commenting on how cute they are. Confuses me every day. Oh, yeah, two mids. Listen, mids.
See, that's how I feel about Tony and I. But I think our children are pretty. Like, they got the best parts of us.
Well, I don't think as a parent you're going to think your child's ugly. You love them unconditionally. So
I don't
you're
know.
Not
When
be
they
able
first
to see.
came out, Tony was holding them, and he was like, I don't see what the hype is about newborns. They're kind of ugly.
This one here, I don't know about this one. I hope he changes. So congrats. There you go. Two mids made it cute. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm a solid 5, averaging out every person I've ever seen. I'm pretty average. I can deal with that. I actually do my makeup. I'm a good 5.5.
See? I feel like I'm with you.
Yeah, I put myself
okay
at
with
I put
it.
myself at a 5.
Took me a long time to get here, though, to be at peace with it.
That's funny. What do you rank yourself? What do you give yourself on the 10 scale?
I'd say a 5 or 6
Yeah,
for me.
I'll go with 5.
Yeah.
Oh, you leaning 6?
I said 5 to 6.
Well, cocky there, huh?
No. I'm saying that because I agree
between
with,
5 and 15.
there is a marked difference between Lauren with makeup on and Lauren without makeup, okay?
Yeah, this is all I got. So I guess I should probably stick at 5. Jake, what do you think you are?
I was going to go 6.
Good for you.
I would go, you're 6.
You have youth on your side?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 6. At your peak, what do you think you were?
Oh, at my peak? And I'll show you a picture at my peak.
Yeah.
So you understand where I'm going. I'd say 7.5.
That's funny. I was going to say myself 7.
Yeah.
Now, I peaked very early, and the decline was awful.
I peaked, and then
but,
once I started having children, I was like, oh, no.
yeah. At your, Jake, or do you think you're at your peak?
I don't know. I would probably say I'm at my peak. If not, maybe a 7 too. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
So 7, and you think you're currently at your peak?
Yeah.
25. That's not crazy to say.
No, I was going to say mine probably I peaked at 22 because
You're in your 40s. Ain't nobody
I had my
peaked.
first baby at 23.
If you're in Hollywood, you could be peaking in your 40s.
Oh my gosh, Jake, you're 25?
Yeah.
When I was 25, I had a mortgage and, well, not yet, but I was baking another child. I would have had one child and one on the way. That's weird.
My
Super
husband, I love
weird.
people are texting about this. My husband and I are short and chunky, solid 4s. Our kids are so cute. And I'm not just saying that, LOL. My daughter is a fit competition cheerleader. Good for
Hey,
you.
look at that.
Solid 4s. Made a cutie cheerleader.
Yeah.
A fit competition cheerleader.
Yeah.
See?
See, and I would be so proud. Like, to me, I'm proud of it. I'm like, listen, I have successful children. My daughter does not have my untannable skin. She can tan. Both of them got my husband's eyelashes. You know, like, my son still gets embarrassed because even the orthodontist and the doctor still call him Mr. Lashes. He's 16, so he doesn't dig it so much anymore.
No, I don't know that any man's like, I'm known for my lashes.
But he is, though.
To call just as soon as I look it up and throw it in, like now.
Call now to win a pair of kayaks with Stark Parks and Q92.
There you go. Cue to call. Final day to become a finalist. 2 kayaks we're giving away tomorrow morning. Could be yours. Thanks to our friends at Stark Parks. Be call number 10 right now. 330-450-9292. Good luck. Text in about who their hall pass was. Then someone asked, what's everybody's hall pass? Now, if you don't know what a hall pass is,
I do.
it's kind of a gentleman's agreement between a husband and a wife of a celebrity. That if you had the chance to express yourself physically with that person,
Yeah.
it would be allowed because they're
That's
your
still
hall
really
pass.
gross. I saw what you did there.
Express your love physically.
Oh.
So I got to be honest, I don't know, and I'm not trying to. I'll think, but I'm trying to think who I'd want as my hall pass now in 2025. I feel like yours would be Matthew McConaughey.
Probably Matthew McConaughey, or, well, if I wanted to really be like a cougar.
Cougar.
Jacob Elordi's really good looking.
I don't know who the hell is
And he's
Jacob
crazy.
Elordi.
Oh yeah, Google that. Google that.
What's
up.
he from?
He's in. Well, the only thing I did not see him in because I heard it was gross was Saltburn. But,
I see him now. Oh, he ain't nothing special.
it's really without the beard.
I was gonna say with that beard, he looks like he should be in the Civil War.
Yeah. Well, he just doesn't grow a good beard.
Nice to meet you, Colonel Mustard. That's
But he was
blue.
in Euphoria.
Okay.
He's been in some movies here and there. I first saw him just because of like a series of movies that like my daughter watched way back.
Now this would be interesting. Jake, I'd love to know yours, and it cannot be Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, it's got to be a real person.
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
Oh, that was quick.
Wow, he was ready.
Wow.
Well, I used to like Sabrina Carpenter, but now I'm going with Tate McRae.
You
She's
know
a-
why? You know
She's
why?
a lot more flexible.
She is, isn't
Did
she?
you see that new music video?
Not the whole music video, but I've seen the clips on TikTok. I mean, she does take her foot and put it up to her head. And she's wearing white clothing and not a lot of it. So, yeah, and she's a good dancer.
Yeah.
She clearly woke up and...
She'll be doing that if she's your hall pass,
grow-
dancing around.
Growing up, she clearly took tap and jazz. Clearly.
I bet you she lived on a cul-de-sac growing up.
Probably in a cul-de-sac, going to dance, tap and jazz every day. So Tate McRae, I think that is the probably. She's like the sexy pop star now.
Tate McRae?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
like
Gracie
she-
Abrams is really cute.
Cute.
But there's
I said the
don't
sexy
know.
pop star.
Okay.
Cute and sexy are not the same.
They can be.
They could be. They're
Slutty and sexy can
similar.
also be the same.
That's
so
what I'm saying. But what I was saying is Tate is, I think, the sexy young pop star right now. But she's not. I don't feel she's taking it to the levels that we saw back in our day, like Britney and remember when Christina Aguilera went dirty?
yes.
Remember when Miley all of a sudden was
Oh yeah.
like, I don't feel she takes it that far at all,
No.
but she's definitely the sexy young pop star of right now. When you think Q92, hello, who is this?
Ashley?
Ashley, where are you calling from?
Oliver?
All right, Ashley, you're caller number 10. You're now a finalist.
Oh my gosh, I've been trying all week. That's awesome.
Well, you finally got through, Ashley, and you're now in the running. You could be hitting the water with a pair of kayaks this summer. Brought to you by our friends at Stark Parks, your summer fun destination. Ashley, just tell everybody your favorite station, make a new finalist.
Q92.
All right, congratulations, Ashley. We got 2 more finalist spots to get with the morning show on the last day to become a finalist for the kayaks. It's very simple now. In the 9 o'clock hour, the cue to call is going to hit one more time. But we're also getting a finalist on the live video stream. So what are you doing? Lauren, they need to get over to the live video stream right now and make sure they have a chance of being our final finalist.
Yep, you can head to Facebook, YouTube, or X to do that. Just find the video live stream. Give it a like in the comments. Just drop a summery emoji, anything summer, because we could desperately use some of that today when it's 52 and cloudy out there.
Fantastic. Blue Steel Guy's checking in.
Yeah.
Says, Lauren, going back to yesterday, you're so right about Hall of Famer Dave Robinson. He was at Jose's Landing yesterday, was taking pics and talking with anyone who wanted to talk to him. He
So
comes
nice.
in there usually once a month. He is a great guy.
So nice.
Telling you.
Class act.
A couple more real quick mom hacks. When they ask for something, I say no, and they continue to ask, I would just say asked and answered. And if they continue to ask, I would continue to just say ask and answered. They figured it out pretty quick. I wasn't changing my mind. My dad, I'd be like, Dad, can I get a toy? You go, no. And I would say to the guy, go, but Dad, he goes, boy, what did I just say? Oh, and I would put the toy back.
Mm-hmm.
He had this tone. He had a tone. And when he gave it to me, boy, what did I just say?
I feel like a lot of dads have tones.
Yeah, it was very like,
Yeah.
he was very
Like,
upset.
you know,
that
the shift from
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm happy and I'm in a good mood to you're starting to make me mad.
My mom would lie to me. My grandma always hooked me up. If I went to Hills with my grandma, always got a car, always got a Transformer,
It was
always got a
payday.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Whether it was just one, but she never once. She would come to Hills with me. I'll buy you a toy. Sold. My mom would be like, come grocery shopping. Mom, I want to stay home. I don't want to go. Come grocery shopping. I'll buy you something. And then it's like checkout time. And I'm like,
She'd be like,
I'm either
psych.
buy the toys or I'm buy like the magazines. I want to get like a Sports Illustrated or a WWE. And next time.
You.
Yeah. And my dad, no. But Dad, boy, what did I just say? All right. So I had 3 different routines with all 3 parents. I don't think my dad, no, one time in my life, and I remember this, we had one of those remote control race car tracks. You put the slots.
Mm-hmm.
He bought me one. He came home and just handed it to me. And I was like,
That was really nice.
you don't buy me anything. I mean, I know you buy me everything, but you don't buy me anything.
Not like that. I know what
Yeah.
you mean, because my dad was like that too. Like,
Yeah.
he paid the bills. That's
Yes.
how I had clothes on my back,
Yes.
all that kind of stuff. But
Yes.
he never went to the store with us girls and was like, go ahead, get something.
Yeah,
It was
no.
always my mom.
No. Yeah.
Always.
It was my life growing up.
Actually, my mom didn't do it that much either.
My mom was a trickster.
Here and there.
My mom,
Here and there.
My mom would fib.
Most of the time, it was like, not necessarily a thing at the store. Like, if you behave or blah, blah, like, do you want to get ice cream? Like, I'll
Yeah.
stop and get you ice cream or something
Yeah.
like that.
Mom was a fibber. Grandma was a woman of her word.
Now that I think
I would
about it.
usually get at least one toy and usually a hot dog from the snack part of Hills.
Nice. Maybe that's why I'm food motivated now, because she used to reward me with ice cream.
It's amazing.
Right?
Hey, I'm 33 and I won't eat tomato soup, but I will use grilled cheese dip. Someone said Chuck E. Cheese was the worst. LOL. Another one I did was I told my kids when it was time to give up their binky that it needed to go to the binky fairy. So we hung our binky by a string on the tree. The binky fairy came, got it, left them a small treat on that same string.
Well, so about the binky, I know I did pull one over on my daughter. She knows about it now because we still have the binky, but she used to talk and like spin it with her tongue.
Mhm.
And Tony would get really mad. He'd walk up to her and he'd be like, spit it in my hand. If you're going to talk to me, you're not going to do it with that in your mouth.
I did that with Jim.
Yep.
I'm
So he would take
nope.
it.
I'm like, take your binky out.
Well, she spit it out the one day and here she had bit through like the latex, whatever. And she was like, oh no. And I was like, prime opportunity. I'm like, it's got a huge cut. It's a huge boo-boo. Like, we can't give it stitches. She's like, maybe a Band-Aid will work. So bless her heart, we went and got a Barbie Band-Aid, put it on our binky. We called them yayais in our family. Put it on our yayai. And I was like, you got to give it overnight to heal. So she slept that first night without a binky. And then she took the Band-Aid off. It was the saddest thing in the world. You could tell she was like heartbroken that it hadn't healed. She walked over to the trash can and put it in the trash can and just went about her business. And the binky was over. Of course, I had to dig it out of the trash. I mean, we still have it. Barbie Band-Aid and all.
We started purposely breaking Pinkies.
I'm like, oh no.
So he goes, broke. And he gives it back. Oh, I guess we'll throw it out. What are you going to do? That's sad. All American Rejects right now. Your Call Wednesday coming up. Rich DeRocher coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. And John Batiste tickets. It gives you hell on Q. Hey, I saw a Chicago microbiologist tested the 5-second rule to find out if there really is a 5-second rule.
Okay.
Yes. Here's what you found out. It doesn't matter how long or how short your food has bacteria.
I'm so glad he conducted a study.
Yes. Yeah, every single dish, including the one that touched the floor for 0 seconds, how is that possible, showed microbial growth. Debunking the idea that food is safe if picked up quickly. He also found similar levels of bacteria at 5 seconds and 1 minute, concluding that whether it's 5 seconds or 60, your food now has bacteria on it. Every single dish. There was nothing.
Well, they tell you there's germs literally on everything. But here's the thing.
There's germs on it when it comes to you, though.
They say microbial growth, but not all microbes are bad for you. Did you know that if you overuse or abuse hand sanitizer, you can actually kill good bacteria that needs to be on your skin?
Yes, you can.
For a good flora.
You absolutely can. You got to build your immune system.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I call just BS on this whole thing because he's not telling us whether it's good or bad bacteria that he's finding on him. Of course you're going to find microbes. Are you kidding? That's just science. You have them on your skin. You think the minute you step out of your shower.
Well, and we've talked about this in the show a million times too. There's poop on everything.
Okay, I don't know about everything.
On that microphone you're talking in?
There's not poop on my microphone.
Particles?
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
No.
Doorknobs? Yes.
Why?
Because we fart in here.
I do. I do.
Hold on a second. Just because you break wind in the studio, that means there's
got to be
particles on my mic?
There's got to be.
There are so many studies on this.
You have pants on, Jake.
It doesn't matter.
It's a gas.
Yeah.
It escapes.
Exactly. So where are the particles that are getting on my mic coming through your shorts?
They're floating in the air. They're particles. I'm not talking about like turds.
Erica's through pants.
Air. I'm talking about physical particles where there would be fecal matter.
People that go to the
mic.
bathroom here, anywhere, not just here, anywhere. You touch a door handle, you touch the table, you touch this keyboard, particles. This mouse, particles.
I don't think it's quite.
Your mic that you're talking in right now, particles.
I believe it.
Yeah, particles. I mean, I get it. It's not fun to think about. My iPhone, particles.
Well, then that's a work hazard. We need to talk to Johnny.
Particles.
It's not true, though. That's not.
It is.
No.
It is true. Here's another one. I love our Google
Our
search
clip
here.
today better be of you going, well, I fart in here.
On everything. Let's see here. In fact, every door handle, TV remote, keyboard, lift button, bus handrail, and car seat has detectable amounts of either your poo or someone else's.
It doesn't say Mike.
Yeah, but why would it be any different?
It's not.
It's not.
She just doesn't
Because we do pass gas in this room occasionally, and it would just happen to be that way.
Popular Science. Here's an article from 2018. Grant you, not yesterday. You cannot escape poop bacteria is the title. And this is from Popular Science.
Oh, I like
science
Popular
that's
Science.
popular.
No. That's actually a really good magazine. I used to buy media in that magazine.
So there you go. I don't know what to tell you. It's gross to think about, but it's true. It's very true. Just something to think about as you guys go about your days.
Oh, hold on.
I think you guys need to come in and have someone take samples of the particles, LOL.
Hold on a second. I just am able to debunk what you guys said about the whole tooting in the studio. It says, no, generally there are no fecal particles in farts. Farts or flatulence are primarily composed of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and methane. While some gases have an odor, they're not fecal particles.
Not the way I do it.
It depends. There's other factors.
What are you guys crapping your pants in here with me?
Does Lauren think particles are bigger than air? That's part of how they travel.
I got that. I literally just proved you guys wrong, though. That it's
About the
scientific
farting?
that when you... Yes. Because you're saying that's how it gets on my mic.
I didn't say that. He said that. I didn't say that.
That was a guess. I don't know how it. If it's.
Oh,
if that's
now
not,
it's a guess.
If that's not the answer, well, they're on there. I just if farty's not the answer, I don't know what is, but they're still on there.
When you flush the toilet, it says on the text line, when you flush the toilet, you should close the lid.
Yes.
They did a blacklight study, and the particles shoot straight up.
Yeah, they do. I do know that.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Particles.
that's like, it's right there. You're at the source.
Did Lauren not take science class? LOL. Particles are very, very small.
I get that.
I know she thinks there's like brown little turds on everything.
Okay, so you listeners listening right now, you really think walking around all day long, you just got poo particles swirling around in the universe all around your head. Everything you touch, everything you come in contact with. All I'm saying is I don't think.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Yes.
I can't get on board.
Well, you don't trust your doctor, so that doesn't surprise me.
Well, that's true too. But it was one
I'm sorry.
diagnosis, and I told you that I started to believe him after things started changing.
You wouldn't even take the medicine he prescribed.
I did. I've got 1 day left.
2
Tomorrow's
days
my last
later,
day.
because you didn't believe he was telling you the truth.
1 day later.
Oh, good Lord. Girl believes Google over her doctor. It's not good. That's not a good theory. And you're getting better now.
I am.
See? Isn't it great?
Yeah, and I got 1 day left of the medicine. So, yeah, it was so mind-blowing that that's what he said it was.
People don't wash their hands, text line. So, yes, there's poop everywhere.
Well, that's not necessarily, not all people, but yeah, I get your point.
It's everywhere. Wave your hand around right now in the air. Wave it around.
Oh, my gosh.
You just touched poop. Music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your radio. You can be listening on our website, Q92 Radio, where we are broadcasting live 24/7. You can listen on our website. Maybe you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Thank you. Good morning. How are you? Hope you're having a great start to your Wednesday morning already here in the 8 o'clock hour. This hour, we got a lot going on for you here. Later on, we're going to be giving away tickets to see John Batiste at the Akron Civic Theater on Sunday, October 26th. At 8:30, we're talking to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And in the 8 o'clock hour, if it's Wednesday, that means it's going to be a Your Call Wednesday. We let you guys decide some of the songs we play this hour. So anything you want to hear, you just let us know. Give us a call, 330-450-9292, or you can text us, 330-269-9292. What is this song? You're like, you know what? I'm driving to work right now. I might want to hear that right. I want to hear that old one. I want to hear that toe tapper. I was telling the Not Daughter the other day, she posted a big thing about her graduation with this song. She's a big fan of the group Labyrinth. They're more like a dance, EDM and all that. And I said, if you ever heard the song Freshman by Verve Pipe? Like, you should listen to that. That's a toe tapper.
Yeah.
Remember that song? That was a good song.
We were merely
Oh, the
freshmen.
life of me.
I cannot remember.
Remember that, Jake?
No.
I believe. You know what, Jake? You want to kick off your call Wednesday?
Uh,
That's a good idea.
okay. I have a really old one. I know it's in the system.
Is it in the system?
Yeah, I've checked before. It's called it's Aaron Carter. Come get it, like that party. Like it's called
Okay.
Aaron's Party. Come get it. I think it's called.
That's really what you want to do.
Yep.
Huh?
That's what he's going with.
I like that you looked up this song. Aaron's Party.
Yep,
There you
that's
go.
it.
That's how you want to come get it?
Yep.
This is how you'd like to kick off your call Wednesday.
Sure.
This is Jake's pick, everybody.
All right, everybody. It's about to get turned. It's Q92. Yeah.
Me later.
My oh no moment wasn't because of me. My ex's mother was watching our son. He was following her around the house in his walker. I walked in. She saw me and she was pulling the gate away from the basement doorway. She sat the gate to the side and walked forward to talk to me. As she stepped forward, my son looked down the basement steps like they were frickin' candy. He went straight down the basement steps. Is this your friend?
I don't know.
He was fine, but I swear my heart stopped. Then a couple years later, my son opened up the basement door at another house and let my daughter down the steps in her walker.
Oh my gosh.
She was also okay. Shake my head. Get your kids away from walkers.
No, I don't think that was my friend because it was literally one of her other children that did not. They came up from the playroom to get a drink and did not shut the door.
Every parent's got an oh no moment.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. You could try your hardest. One winter when my son was a baby, the pipes in the basement burst from being too cold outside. My partner and I put the baby down as we were scrambling around to get the pipes to stop spraying. As there was about 1 foot of water in the basement. Not thinking, with the basement door open, our baby crawled to the door and went down the stairs. Luckily, the water broke his fall and was okay. That was the most freaked out moment I had. Good Lord. When I was about 2, I was in a walker and went over and pulled a hot iron down, and it hit me in the face. Damn. Live to tell the tale.
My mom had two moments. She shares them with us like proudly because we're fine. But
Yeah.
I rolled out of the car face down into a parking lot. When she got out of the car, she turned around to get me and I was gone. And it was because they were parked on a hill. And like back then, you didn't have to secure the car seat in the car. So I was just sitting between my mom and dad.
Just went rolling?
Yeah, they were like parked side. My mom got out of the car when she moved. My seat tipped and I rolled right out and she found me face down on the concrete. So I went to the emergency room for that. And then she had me on her lap at some Chinese restaurant. And I was a kid playing with my rattles. And I hit her bowl of soup and the hot soup spilled into my lap and gave me burns on my thighs.
This has nothing to do with the oh no moment, but get a lock for your oven too, Christian.
Yeah.
You have oven lock? What's scary? You know what else scares me? He reaches for door handles already, like the front door, because he wants to go outside.
Yeah, make sure that thing is locked
Always
all
locked.
the time.
Always locked. It's just,
There was one more too, and it's my mistake. I didn't mean to open it, but I did because my mouse is awesome.
yeah.
It said when my daughter was about 2 or 3, I turned around and she had a Mike's Hard Lemonade and was drinking it.
Oh,
So
Whoa.
someone must have said it.
Jake,
Yeah.
I almost feel like you owe us an apology.
I'm sorry.
Spilled some juice on my mom's new couch.
Wow. Way to go, Jake. This blows on the text line. There you go. That was the first thing that came to your head.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I don't think I've ever heard that.
I haven't either.
People probably thought they were tuned into Kids Bop Radio.
It kind of it was a little reminiscent, just a tiny bit reminiscent of, do you remember that song? It was the Simpsons. Like they dropped an album and Bart rapped
I
on
do.
it.
My brother had the tape.
Yeah, we did too.
Yeah. Yeah. We
I
had
don't
the
know why
Simpsons
it reminded me of that.
a little bit. So there you go. We're off and running now. On the text line, I see some more familiar songs in the text line, so we'll get to some of those after.
That was
coming
good,
up here
though. You
next,
got to
hey,
express yourself this
there
morning,
you
Jake.
go.
I like it.
Hey, come get it, right, buddy?
Right.
It's Q92. Happening. I'll be getting one of those shortly. So much for bedtime, sexy time.
Well, you can get it on and then put your CPAP on.
You could. My sleep was disrupted 132 times during the night. Still waiting on my CPAP. I can't wait to be able to sleep through the night and hopefully not fall asleep during the day. That may be something I deal with.
You think?
Especially at work. In meetings.
You guys, he takes some, they're like micro naps. I've never known anybody who can do what he does. Really, truly.
I've made fun of at home all the time by Jamie and not daughter. They'll be like, I could walk by you in the living room. You're asleep.
Yeah.
Sitting up. They're like, I can go to the kitchen, get a glass of water, come back. You're awake and doing something. She's like, in like the time it took me to just go get a cup and come back in the room, you're awake, alert, and doing something.
That is true.
She's like, it makes no sense. She's like,
You guys, he can completely fall asleep during a meeting, and then when it's his turn, he'll be like, and he'll act like nothing was actually happening just before then. Like, he'll literally have he's very clever. He pulls his hat down in the front a little bit, and he like acts like he's looking down at like his paper or his phone. And he'll be like, Christian, what do you got? And he'll be like, and I swear to you, he's sleeping. You can kind of tell by the way he breathes, like by the way his shoulders rise and fall. If it's asleep, breathe. You know what I mean?
yeah, but when it's time.
Yeah, he'll be like, and in sports. And we'll be like, what?
Q92.
Best morning ever.
8:20 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Don't forget later on this hour, hitting that cue to call to give away John Batiste tickets. He's coming to Akron Civic Theater on Sunday, October 26th. Be caller number 10 when you hear it. Also, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame coming up after sports. We're up here in about 10 minutes as well. Text line coming to, they got Jake's back here.
They do.
Let's read some text. Why is it I can remember every word to Aaron's party, but not what I had for dinner last night? And we hear, that's how I beat Shaq next. I remember that's how I beat Shaq. Thumbs up to Jake. That was definitely a toe tapper. All right. Aaron's party totally made my morning. I had that CD. Hey, quit giving Jake a hard time. That was a great choice. All I know is I tuned in during an Aaron Carter song, and it made me so happy I may have scared my neighbors and my kids a little bit by how loudly I can still sing most of the lyrics. But thank you so much for making my day. Look at that, Jake.
On the stream, I kind of like that song, Jake. Good wake up.
Boom.
Yeah, it's just okay song.
Look at you.
Well, listen, I didn't know you had an Aaron Carter thing in you.
No, me either.
Huh? Well,
Did not see
You know
that
what
coming.
I mean? I obviously, I thought you were going to go, obviously, AJR Bowling for Soup was where I thought we were heading. So, but look what you did, my friend.
I don't know why I just got me pictures of like Jake in his bedroom, like
Oh, I could see you just
singing
dancing
it. Like,
your ass off
I know,
to
right?
that. I mean, like sweating because you're dancing so
Yeah.
hard to that. You ever dance to that song? Like dance?
I don't know that song. There's old videotapes of my sister and I like dancing to like old songs like that.
Did you guys do routines?
No,
She never made you do that?
no.
Just like wacky dancing around the living
Yeah.
room? Yeah.
My nieces.
I would have preferred if you did like synchronized.
Yeah, my nieces would do that. So like there's like 2 girls in our family, and over the summer, the one that lives in South Carolina would be here for the summer. And there was like 16 boys, and they would pick a song and they would come up with like moves and try and teach the boys to do a routine. It's awful. They were such jerks. They were like, we don't want to do this. And they're like, but you're gonna.
Amen. Yeah. Well, Jake, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You helped make a few people's day. What do you think about that?
Pretty good.
You should feel good about that. Interesting. Let's go to another request here. I'll look it up in a second. Someone hear some Cascada. I'm always a friend of Cascada fans. I feel that she is underrated. One of the greatest dance club artists of our time.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I don't think she gets her flowers.
She doesn't.
Now, you wanted to hear, let me see what you wanted to hear. You wanted to hear Every Time We Touch, classic. But I think sometimes we need to realize that Evacuate the Dance Floor was a little better. Just a little.
It's not what they asked for, Christian.
I know, I'm playing Every Time We Touch.
Oh, okay.
I just, Stop This Beat Is Killing Me. That's some good stuff. That's some good songwriting. And that's very frightening if the beat is killing you. It's Cascada. Everyone, let's dance. Let's keep the energy up from Aaron Carter. It's Every Time We Touch on Q92. You know what's funny? The not daughter. I was making fun of her yesterday because her boyfriend wanted to hang out with her yesterday.
Oh, I thought you meant with you. I was like,
no one wants to hang out with me.
really?
And she calls me. She's like, "Hey, I know Mom's working. She can't talk. Blah blah blah." She's like, "This is what I'm gonna do." I'm like, "Okay." Like, were you coming home after that? Well, no. Okay, this always happens. Like, okay, well, what are you doing?
Right.
Well, he wants me to come and meet him at his haircut. And I said, "What? What did you just say?" She's like, "Yeah, he's getting a haircut, and he wanted me to stop by." I go, "He wants you to sit and watch him get a haircut?" Well, I mean, yeah, but no. I said, "Listen, I got no problem with it. That's weird."
What'd she say?
That's weird. She's like, well, no, she's like, my friend said the same thing. I was like, yeah, because it is.
Yeah.
I realize I've been out of the haircut game for a while.
It's still.
But I don't
it's
remember
still
ever
weird.
being like, "Hey, Susan, I've got a grand idea for an evening.
Come with me."
Sit in this chair at Supercuts and watch me get a fade." What are you, like, what kind of hang out after the, I said, "Why don't you guys just hang out later after the haircut?"
Yeah.
Go get like
Doesn't a dude's
dinner.
haircut take like 10 minutes? I mean,
Took forever. She was so annoyed. Not at him, at the haircut took forever.
really?
Yeah.
I mean, what was he getting done? Frosted tips?
I don't know. I was like, did he walk
Perm?
out with a whole new head? I was
Right.
like, I don't know. Jake, would you ever ask Star to come watch you get a haircut?
No.
Okay.
Would you ever be like, "Hey,
I really thought maybe he would say yes.
would you even say, want to come with me to get a haircut?"
I mean, if we were together, like if I had to get a haircut and we were like already together,
Running
then,
errands or something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you care if I pop in real
right?
quick?
Yeah, but I feel like that's different.
Yeah, that is different.
Yeah. Come meet me at my haircut. I'm like, man, you kids
I mean,
are things are different than I was a kid.
Did he want her input or something?
No,
Okay.
no. Just makes me laugh. I'm like, I seriously was like, what? It's like, well, he's getting a haircut. He wants you to hang out with him while he gets his haircut.
Yeah, it's odd.
I said, that's an odd request.
Yeah.
I realize I'm not a teenager anymore. Things have changed. But I remember going like, do you want to go get lunch? Do you want to go to the mall? Do you want to, you know what I mean? Go to the park. I'm like, do you want to watch me get my bangs cut? Oh, well.
Yeah, that's.
Just threw me off.
Did she go?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
She's a very people-pleasing
Yeah.
person.
She doesn't want to disappoint anybody.
Yeah, and she's in her
Where's he going?
she's in her FOMO era too.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like, can't miss, feels like, and I was there. I remember doing that. I remember in my early 20s and like late teens and college feeling like I had to go out anytime someone asked me because I was going to miss the greatest night ever.
Mhm.
I remember being like that.
Yeah.
And then one day I decided to stay home and sleep, and I realized that I
You
didn't,
didn't
miss anything. So we went to the same bar we always go to. You had the same drinks, saw the same people, made the same jokes. I'm not saying I had a bad time, but like, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
I can catch up on sleep tonight.
And that moment in your 20s, when you realize you can do that, and
It's
it's
the key
okay,
to freedom.
and you get over FOMO,
Yeah.
it's a great day.
It is.
It's a great day. Because then you start being like, I'm not doing that.
I'm at that point in my life where they make memes about me. Like,
But
I'm at home in bed.
Was there a time you were like that, where like you felt like you
Yes.
you had to go
I
out?
had to go do everything.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I was the
even
same
trips.
way.
Trips I didn't really have the money for.
I did that too.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to Cleveland for the week. I'm like, great. Where the hell am I going to get money from?
Right.
I was just like, hotel.
Like having to ask my
bar.
older sister, who was like 7 years older than me, can I get a cash advance on babysitting your kid for you next week?
Yeah,
like, I
this
need
is-
money.
This is not going to work. Yeah, she's in her big. So anyone she's doing, and I get it. It's the senior summer.
Where's he going next year?
He is going to go to a trade school,
Okay.
which is
Is
absolutely
it
fine.
local though? They're
Yeah.
going to be okay. So they'll still
Well,
be able to see.
Yeah, in Youngstown. She's going to be living in
I know,
Akron.
but that's not that bad of it. On the weekends and an evening, yeah, you could commute that.
We'll see. You can.
Yeah.
It's honestly not that much farther than what I drive to work.
I actually held up like half of a year with somebody who went to Liberty University in Virginia.
Half a year, huh?
Yeah. I thought that was good. I was a junior in high school. He was a
Half a
freshman in
year.
college.
Half a year.
Yeah.
I got dumped when I was going to college, my senior summer.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Like, was it a long relationship breakup or was it like,
Year. Full year.
ah, that's decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a chunk of time.
We were going different places, obviously.
Yeah.
And I told the story. I called to see what we were doing that night.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was my birthday.
Okay.
I got dumped on my birthday.
Do you know where she's at now?
Married a doctor.
Oh.
Yeah, she won.
Dang it.
Yeah. Good choice.
Sorry.
Good choice. right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Hey, we still got John Batiste tickets to give away for his show at the Akron Civic Theater on Sunday, October 26th. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 10. We'll hook you up with that. We got 2 more chances to become a finalist for those kayaks we're giving away with our friends at Stark Parks. Coming up next hour with the cue to call, and by going over to the live video feed of the morning show on Facebook, YouTube, and X, clicking the like button. And like Lauren said, just putting some summer-like emojis in the comment section. Something to take our mind off of what the weather is looking like today.
That it has rained for,
by the way.
I know, it's 53. It has rained off and on for the most part for like the past 20 days. It's ridiculous.
It's not ideal.
I think April didn't get the memo. May was like,
could we at least turn up the heat?
Something.
But while you're over there, getting yourself signed up, giving yourself a chance to become a finalist for those kayaks, you can take a gander mountain to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, who's joining us here this morning. And we had the pleasure of hanging out with him a little bit here this past weekend at the Ribs Burn-Off. We're going to be talking about. Rich, good morning. How are you on this lovely, lovely late May Wednesday?
It's lovely.
I drove here in a mist that was just the most annoying thing in the world today. It was unbelievable.
Hey, listen, Lauren just said it's rained every day for the last 20, except for 3.
Off and on. I said off and on for the last.
Okay, that's true. That's
no,
true.
we did, but it was still chilly.
It was chilly.
It was nice during the day when the sun was out, but it was chilly in the evenings.
Last year it was warm, and then the skies just opened like you couldn't believe. This year, dry but cool. So maybe for year 3, we'll get it all put together and
that would be awesome. Yeah,
dry and warm. So we'll just keep doing. We're just going to keep doing this till we get it completely right.
I like it.
Well, Rich, I'm telling you, I'm still thinking about some of the amazing food I had at the Ribs Burn-Off over the weekend. I mean, all the vendors, and not just the rib, even all the food vendors. Period, man. Right. They just knocked it out of the park. It was so much fun. It was a great atmosphere, and the people are having a great time. And I thought the setup you guys had was tremendous. The way you had the field open for kids and adults alike. I was watching.
Yeah.
Throw the football on there. The way you had that lane for everyone to walk down all the aisle, get all the food, the tables and chairs to eat at. The bull, mechanical bull, was a hit too. I mean, it was a really cool setup you guys had over there. It really was nice.
Did you ever get on the bull?
I did not, but Jake did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to torture the bull, so I did not do that. But Jake gave it a ride, and he said it was. You said it was tougher than you thought it was going to be.
It was challenging.
Yeah, you said it was hard to stay on because the seat was kind of plasticky. So it was like you would slide
I was broadcasting live. A couple times I looked over, and there was a healthy line for that bull. I mean, it was a popular.
It'd be fun,
It was a really cool thing to bring down there. It was awesome, and then throwing challenge. It was awesome.
You know, you alluded to it, Christian. All of the vendors were great, and you know, you have a contest, and you have judges, and what do judges know anyway?
Right.
Hey,
we can talk about that in a second here. And in a way, I felt bad to recognize 1 or 2 above the others because, and Lauren can attest to this. The difference between 1 and 8, Lauren, was like, I mean, we're talking just a couple of among 6 judges. The difference in the scoring between first place and 8th place was like, it just was whatever, just a tiny bit different from one judge to the next. And I went back and looked, and shout out to Fat Freddy's, the winner of the 2nd Hall of Fame Ribs Burn-Off, first place. Lauren, I'm not sure Freddy's was first on any judge's ballot, but they were like consistent 2nd.
Right. So with the points adding up, it pushed them into that first place spot.
Yeah. So, you know, judges' palettes being a little bit different, you know, this person like this one, this person like that one. And then Freddy's just comes in and just, you know, strong second right across the board and ends up being the overall winner. So, and I went back, I hadn't tried them yet. And so I went right after all my obligations were done on Saturday. I'm like, I'm taking dinner to go. And so I went over to Freddy's, talked to him for a while, talked to their pitmaster for a while, and took some home. And I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good.
You know, it's funny. Jamie went and got me some of that too. After that, I said, "Hey, go over there and get it."
He was right in front of me in line.
Yeah, she said she talked. She's had very nice things to say about you, Rich DeRocher. But what a nice man you were. But
I put on a good face in public.
But no, she said she had a great talk with you. But she brought that over, and their pulled pork. Oh my God, whatever flavor they had in that, it was just everything was good. But everything was good. Jake, you had that. They had the ice cream hot taco place you tried.
Nachos.
Yeah, ice cream nachos.
You thought that was fantastic. I mean, it was just everything was great. Everything worked. Everything was just a lot of fun. I would like to be a little warmer, but what a great weekend you guys threw. So thank you for doing that because it was a lot of fun. I know the people that did attend had a great time.
Well, we want, and I appreciate you allowing me to give a shout out to AEP, Ohio's Foundation. They had AEP had bucket trucks on Friday, and they were taking, and this, you talk about things that were for kids and adults. I thought, okay, kids are going to go up in these big cherry pickers, and they would go up and, swing around a couple times. This was like mostly grown men were like, I think everybody fantasizes about, different. I want to be an airplane pilot. I want to be, a professional athlete. I want to go 60 feet up in the air in a cherry picker. And there were a lot of grown men just like giggling like little kids riding the bucket. So
when I saw it go up, though, it was a little bit windy. I was like, I don't know if I can do that. Good for you guys. Like, I know it's safe. They know what they're doing. They go up in all kinds of different elements, of course. Just me. And I don't know that I could have.
Yeah, lots and lots of harnesses and someone there who's a professional. Don't try this at home.
Right.
They knew what they were doing, and then that gave way over Saturday. Saturday and Sunday to the classic car show. That was a lot of fun too.
Mm-hmm.
And the live bands were all great too, Rich.
Yeah.
I wasn't, there's some names of these bands that didn't mean a whole lot to me. And then all of a sudden my son and daughter-in-law are like, hey, we're coming down Friday because we want to see Old School.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do that.
Let's do it.
No, it was a great time and a great way to kick off summer. I just wish Mother Nature would even today get the hint that we're ready for summer in Ohio.
Yeah, really.
Let's go here. But man, I don't know if you know, just want to remind you though, Rich, while we got you here, 64 days, 11 hours, 16 minutes and 36 seconds. I mean, man, it's coming too.
Real fast too.
Yeah. And we've talked a lot about the ribs burn off being this past weekend, but what we did in conjunction with that too is welcome to town Eric Allen, Jared Allen, and Sterling Sharp. And they came and they opened up the class of 2025 exhibit. Antonio Gates, also part of that class, could not be here on Saturday to do that, and so we missed him. But I think the lobby area where this exhibit is now has never looked better. And shout out to the Pro Football Hall of Fame's museum team, led by John Kendall, who really made this area attractive. You walk in the front door, and there it is. The class of 2025. Presented by Visual Edge, just right there, front and center. Some fun artifacts. Even I didn't know what was going to be in these cases entirely until they were unveiled, and you get a glimpse at what is important to these guys. And somebody like Eric Allen's got Emmy Awards for his sports broadcasting, and so he put one in his case just to he said to remind him and to let other people know that what has meant a lot to him is to stay connected to the game since he stopped playing. Of course, Jared Allen's got a cowboy hat and a lasso and cowboy boots, so maybe no surprise there if you know much about him. And you just go around the room, and Antonio Gates has a Kent State T-shirt from the Elite Eight team, and Sterling's got a customized state of Wisconsin license plate, Christian, that says THRO, and then the numbers 284. So throw 284, and
nice. Very nice.
Yep. So
I really thought the Antonio Gates one was cool too. I mean, he's got his Chargers jersey there, and like you said, underneath it, that Kent State basketball shirt, just to give you an idea of what an amazing athlete he was.
Yeah. And in Antonio's case too, there are poignant moments that the guys, many of them do in their cases. Antonio in the My Cause, My Cleats gave us one of his. It's enormous. It's size 15E, painted in a kind of a medium purple color. It's for the Lupus Foundation, and Antonio lost his sister to lupus 2014, I think it was, and then in 2017 he wore the cleat out on the field, and he raises a lot of money for the Lupus Foundation of America. So, a chance for our guests and fans of his to stop, look at that, consider the importance of that. And I imagine, $1 or $2 will find its way to the Lupus Foundation because people will see that and be inspired and want to help. And that's important to Antonio.
I think that's one of the great things that you guys do every year with these enshrinees as they come in and as they take their place in the Hall of Fame is you guys really tell the story of their lives too, not just their football careers. Right. You really get to find out how some of these people were such amazing athletes and they're Hall of Fame football players, but they're not to be cliche, but they're Hall of Fame human beings as well.
I mean, listen, one of the things that the Pro Football Hall of Fame has always been challenged is how do we celebrate these people after their football career is over? Like if you're at there, and I mean that in the context of like with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame wants to bring back the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones can still play. They still do play. They still tour.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
And, Mick and the boys are pushing the big 8-0. And our guys are done. Even the ones who have the longest careers are typically done by age 35. And they have so much of their life ahead of them. And it is these second and sometimes third careers as they find their way. And we gain an appreciation of, hey, this is all they've known, from the time they were, in many cases, from the time they were 8, 9, 10 years old until they're 35. This is all they've known. Their lives have been scheduled for them around football or some sort of athletic endeavor. And, you go here, you eat this, you do that. And then all of a sudden that changes. And they have to, in many cases, figure out and find out what they want to do. And some have more success at that than others. And we all know stories of guys who have really struggled after the lights go off and the cheers stop. But other ones really can do a lot and want to share a lot. So we do take a lot of pride and a lot of prioritization of recognizing that so that we can help them perpetuate what has become important to them.
Well, I got to tell you, when it comes to learning a little bit about these Hall of Famers and their lives, I had the opportunity on Saturday to sit down. I sat with Dave for about 20 minutes. He was across from me on the judges table. And let me tell you, I have such adoration and respect for him. He is the kindest human being I have ever met. And just hearing stories from his childhood and, just about being one of 8 kids and his opportunity to go on and play football in college and how that differs, getting a scholarship, how that differs than athletes getting scholarships to play today. He had, when you said he has stories, his stories are fascinating, and he loves to talk about his history, his past.
Yeah. And Dave being Dave Robinson, who is one of our last living links to the age of Vince Lombardi and the Packers, who were the first Super Bowl era dynasty in the NFL. And like you said, Lauren, listen, we hear stories about what it was like as a black man in America to move around to the country and be places they weren't welcome. And we know it still exists in little pockets. But Dave lived through that. Dave went to Florida. Dave went to Florida to play in the Gator Bowl and the game almost wasn't played because of how he and a couple of teammates were treated. And to have someone be able to tell you that in the first person, what that was like, it helps me. And I think others who hear this story to realize, hey, we have come a long way, but there's still some work to be done.
Well, and what broke my heart was I said to him, I said, you had brothers and sisters, I'm assuming. He goes, oh yeah. And, he told me kind of the split and the breakout and everything. And he had older brothers. And I said, did any of them get the opportunity to play football? And he said, no, unfortunately for them, it just wasn't a possibility. He said, but I got to tell you, my older brother was way better at football than I was. Can you imagine? You know what I mean? Like, you have the talent and the ability and you're just not able to compete. So I really thoroughly enjoyed my time spent with Dave. So
yeah, and to wrap it up and to tie it up with that, I remember Shannon Sharp's speech when he went into the Hall of Fame saying he wasn't even the best football player in his own family, and now his brother's going to join him.
Yeah,
and
super cool.
It's awesome. Rich, always great talk with you. Always great catching with the Hall of Fame. Thank you for letting us be part of the Ribs Burn Off. We had a great time, and it was a great event.
Yep.
thank you very much for Lauren being a part of it the way you did, Christian the way you did, Jake, everybody. Great partnership, and we want to keep it going.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we love it.
We'll talk to you next
Thanks,
week, Rich.
All right.
All right, there you
Have
go.
a good
Rich
day.
DeRoche, your Pro Football Hall of Fame. He is the best and a lot of fun.
He is. He was fun. You could tell he was wearing so many hats over the weekend.
Oh man, he is trying to do so, and he does it. He keeps everyone wrangled in. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, you said at one point, he said to you, he was like, to this person saying something, this person, then he looked at you and he's like, talk to you Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, yeah, we're ready to go. I just need this here, this here, this here, and then we'll go. And he got it all.
Yep.
We went up there. Me and Jameer went up on, and it was a great event. Okay. John Batiste is coming to the Akron Civic Theater in October. Do you want to go see him? Of course you do. You call number 10 right now, 330-450-9292. John Batiste tickets on the line right now. It's Q.
Anything?
She gave me a little teddy bear and then a tea strainer to make like tea because I like to make like a loose leaf tea.
Oh, nice. Okay, so like the ball. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. And I didn't know that about you. Now that I do, I got some thoughts. Okay.
Loose leaf tea?
Yeah.
Oh, loose leaf
What
tea
is that?
amazing. It's literally like loose leaf tea leaves, like that you put in this little like.
It's tea without the tea bags, and it's more like thicker leaves.
Yeah. If you were to cut open a tea bag, it would be what's inside that tea bag, only not as
Ground
finely.
up.
Yeah, not as finely ground up.
Okay. I didn't know you were a tea guy. I never see you with tea in the morning.
I don't drink it in the morning, but
You like a little Earl Grey, little
I don't know.
breakfast tea.
No, I prefer green tea. I had that once and wasn't a fan.
You need to try. They have a loose leaf tea. It's called Sleepy Time. It's like a
Oh, yeah.
light mint, whatever. You're supposed to have it right before bed. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't like tea.
At all?
No.
Like a not iced tea or sweet tea? Or,
No, tastes terrible.
why am I not surprised?
Tastes like someone just screwed up water. I don't know how to explain it. I don't just
It's so
like
dumb.
who destroyed this water? Like, you know what I mean? Why haven't we filtered? Put it in the Brita. What's wrong with it?
It sweetens. It's
No.
so sweet.
The taste there's and there's always an aftertaste with tea.
No.
Always an aftertaste. It's just
Will you drink flavored tea like peach tea or raspberry
No.
tea? Oh my.
no.
I love iced tea.
If it has tea,
Sweet tea is
it's
my
not
favorite.
for
Me
me.
too.
I'd have been at the Boston
If
Tea
it has
Party.
what? It's not for me.
Tea.
If it has tea,
If it's
not
tea,
for
it's
me.
not for me. If I was at the Boston Tea Party, I wouldn't have been throwing it over taxation. It would have been just because I hate tea.
Oh, I see. You've been like, forget the money.
Yeah.
Get rid of this crap.
Tell the king to go to hell. And yeah, tell him no more of this stupid tea either. Tastes stupid. I've never been a tea fan. Can't do sweetened, can't do unsweetened. It's very gross.
Have you ever had a hot tea with honey and
No.
lemon? And
If I have a problem with my throat, I go with hot cocoa.
yeah, but that makes you phlegmy because it's chocolate.
Wives' tale. Can't prove that. There's no science.
Meanwhile,
behind
he's over there.
it. I still have a cough from that damn cold.
Yeah, I know. My
I still
daughter
have
still has a
drainage.
cough. My daughter's going on 3 weeks with the cough. Mine's starting to go away.
I feel like there's like a drainage coat on the back of my throat. No matter what I do, I can't cough, hack it out, but I
Someone-
feel it.
I read online someone's calling it the 100-day cough.
I still
The
got
one
it.
that's associated with
I
flu A.
feel fine.
Yeah.
Don't feel sick at all,
You
but
just still cough.
I'm still hacking, and I still feel like I got like a layer of like just drainage
Yummy.
in my throat,
Yeah, delicious.
just coated
Ew.
with snot gravy. Oh,
Oh, Christian.
7 All right, hot takes. We've all got them. We don't always share them. But we've all got hot takes. Something that we say, and like I said, people go, "What?" Or they go, "You're crazy." No one agrees with you. It's a hot take, or it just might be something that is kind of childish, whatever. But it's yours. It's a hot take. I came to a decision on Thursday. It was a Thursday or Friday about something, and I was like, you know what? This is a hot take, and this is not a big thing. And this is what I like about hot takes. They don't have to be these huge, grand statements either. Because this is a stupid statement.
Yeah.
But it's mine. And it's a hot take. And I know it's a hot take. It's nothing serious. It's nothing important. But I'm going to tell you right now, a hot take of mine. Air fryers are overrated.
Okay, that's fair.
I said it. 3 different times I've reheated something out of the air fryer. You know what the last thing was? You know what the final straw was?
What?
Jamie was nice enough while I was doing something to reheat me Giant Eagle chicken in the air fryer.
Okay.
Because she bought it. It was like at the end of the day they had put it out. It wasn't like you could get it hot. And I thought the air fryer ruined it. I thought it ruined the chicken.
It can ruin things like that. Yeah.
It ruined it. And other things have been reheated for me in air fryers, and I had an air fryer. So I was on the Air Fryer Express. It's a song of theirs. I'm just gonna say that. Is it my top? No, but I'm telling you, that is an underrated Backstreet Boys song.
Listening to the old Backstreet Boys stuff, I think I don't know if they were. Well, maybe it was underrated just because it wasn't on airplay all the time. But I enjoy still popping in my Millennium CD, and I'll listen to it start to finish.
I was just going to say, listen, I think NSYNC is the superior boy band of all boy bands. It's my opinion.
I know.
But I have no problem telling you that I also could put in Millennium and did and let it go from start to finish.
Yep.
And didn't have to skip a damn song.
No shame.
Remember Spanish Eyes?
Yes.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
I'll be the one.
I was just gonna say that.
Oh, come on!
I'll be the one.
I'm telling you, man. That CD.
Now I'm gonna be listening to that on the way home.
The call is me and my 9-year-old daughter's favorite Backstreet Boys song. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Why would you not bond over a song like that?
Right.
Again, I hate to say it, toe tapper. It's just a toe tapper. So anyway, 9 o'clock hour coming up. What does that mean? Your final chance with the morning show to become a finalist, to win those 2 kayaks with our friends at Stark Parks, your summer fun destination. Cue to call next hour, and we're getting a finalist on the live video stream. Get over there right now. Click the like button on the live video stream on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Doesn't matter which one. And in the comments section, put some type of summer emoji to take our mind off of what it looks like outside right now. All right, let's take a look at the news with Jordan Miller. Someone said, where would you hide a body, Christian? Have you ever considered it? I have thought about it. I don't think you can hide it. I think you got to dispose of it in all ways, including the teeth. You leave one incisor and you're done. You know what I mean?
Why have you thought about it?
Because what if you had to hide a body?
Why would you hide a body?
I don't know, but what if I did? If you get hung up on the why.
In what situation would you have to do that?
I don't know. I have no idea what life has in store.
You're telling me you've never watched like a murder mystery or something? You're like, they're doing that all wrong.
No, I've never been like you're doing it. Sometimes I'm like, you're dumb. That was dumb.
Yeah, and you're telling me you don't have a better idea.
Not usually.
I mean, burying a body, I think, is dumb. It takes, A, you usually don't bury it deep enough. B, it takes one sniffing dog and you're done. They dig, they find body, you're done. You know what I mean? Throw in a dumpster, stupid idea. Easily found. In the woods, easily found. We have drones now, sniffing dogs, easily found.
Can we circle back as to why you would have to hide a body?
I don't know, but I can't worry about the why. I need to worry about the how. How do I hide the body? Not the why. You're hung up on the why. Now the cops have showed up. You're arrested.
Why are we talking about this after I told you about my door-to-door solicitor?
Because somebody texted in. How would you hide a body? They want free advice Friday.
Are you from Alaska or South Carolina?
Yeah. Do you have any solar panels you'd like to sell us? Yeah, wrap them in a solar panel and put them on a roof. That's what you do with the body. So, have I thought, do I have a plan? I don't have a sure plan.
They were very nice people. I'm sure they're not.
Most murderers are. I don't have an exact plan, but I have thought about it. Jake, you thought about it?
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. More like I was gonna. I mean, again, I don't have a plan, but dispose.
You can't bury, right?
Yeah, don't bury. Don't throw it in a lake.
No.
No.
We're gonna find that.
Yeah, I don't know
all
how.
it takes is one hair from your body to be on there,
but
one fingerprint.
You gotta get rid of it.
You gotta everything to dust. To dust.
Cremate.
Something, yeah, if you can. But then you gotta. I don't know. Do you double? Is it like do you double bake the oven? I don't know. Like, what do you do? Like with the body? Like, you know what I mean? Because you burn it, you're not going to burn the teeth on all that. So not all that stuff burns.
I'm not as worried about opening my front door to people that I don't know as I am coming in here before dark in an empty station with the two of you.
I'm just saying. I've thought about it. Q92 is on everything, and soon Lauren will be on a milk carton. Well, yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah. So,
Hey, if they come to your door, they're just trying to sell. They're just trying to make a living. That's why I'm nice to telemarketers, too.
they're trying to take a living.
No, they're trying. I mean, telemarketers, they're just trying to bust their hump to earn a paycheck.
I don't even have time to go back, and I can't mentally go back and relive that story. It's awful.
Yeah. Now that
And
I
you
look back on
know
it,
you were wrong. And that's the thing.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
Well, that's up to if they decide to pounce or not. You have to wait and see when they come to attack. I would make sure doors are locked. I would make sure the cameras are on.
They always are.
This is where, if you were like me and had ninja training, you'd be better equipped to defend yourself and your home. Do you have any throwing stars?
Fresh out.
Nunchucks?
Last time somebody broke in and I had to use it, it got stuck in the wall and I couldn't get it out.
Wedge. Do you have any nunchucks? A bow staff.
We might have one of the Ninja Turtles nunchucks.
Do you have any swords?
We do have a sword.
There you go. Just sleep with a sword.
What if I roll on it or something?
Well, I didn't say on your stomach. I just put it next to your bed.
I do keep a baseball bat under the bed.
There you go. That could help a little bit.
Put a sock on the end.
Yeah.
So if they grab it from you, they grab the sock and not the bat.
Yeah.
Not the butt.
Same difference.
No.
Yeah, it'll be harder for them to take the bat out of your hand. Yeah.
Thanks, Jake.
Yep.
Or you could
Sage
duct
advice.
tape the bat to your wrist.
So they can rip my arm off when they try and grab the bat.
If someone has the physical strength to rip an arm off a body, then the bat wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Touche.
Yeah. You know who does that? The Incredible Hulk. That's who does that. Not Ben from Dover who's trying to rob you. It would be incredible if he could do that. Just saying.
Ben would be really strong.
Tape it to your so he can't take it out of your hand.
Okay. No, I like the sock idea. Never thought about that.
Yeah, people do that. I didn't come up with that. That's the thing.
Yeah, socks are real helpful.
In what circles are you chatting about this that you know other people do this?
I seen reels about it.
Oh, okay.
See? He knows how to get rid of bodies and how to protect your bats.
And he really doesn't like
You
that
can't.
there's a 4-point GPA.
Jake, have you thought about selling solar panels? I was not a very bright teenager, so I did a lot of questionable things when it came to online dating. I'm surprised I'm alive.
I'm glad. I mean, hindsight is 2020.
I will say I always drove separately. Bring money with you for dinner, so there's no, well, I paid for dinner, so you owe me. Pick a place close to your home. Always send a picture of the guy to my friends. Be aware of your surroundings and body language. If something feels off, trust your gut. Leave. I have a code word with my mom. If I felt uncomfortable or unsafe in a situation, I would send my mom the code, and she would text me back with an excuse why I needed to come home. Well, dating sounds awesome. I've had a few bad first dates, LOL. One stands out, LOL. I met this girl out in her neck of the woods. OMG, was it a nightmare. She got hammered, started yelling at everyone, and was just acting a fool. Thank God she ran into a girlfriend, and I left, LOL. I knew she was in good hands, and I wasn't dealing with that, especially on a first date. I'm good.
Yeah.
Fair enough. o'clock hour, the Q92 Morning Show on, well, Q92, streaming live at Q92radio.com, and you can watch along on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Good morning. How are you? And I hope you guys are having a great start to your Wednesday. 330-450-9292 is our phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. Now, this hour, the Q to call's coming up for those kayaks. We're giving away 2 of them tomorrow morning, as a matter of fact, with our friends at Stark Parks, your summer fun destination. So when you hear the Q to call, be caller number 10. Also coming up at the end of this hour, we're going to be selecting randomly one of you that goes over to the live video stream, clicks the like button, and puts some type of summer emoji in the comments section. Do that because Lauren's going to randomly pick one of you and make you a finalist as well. If you are a finalist listening right now, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're calling the grand prize winner and going to give away the 2 kayaks. And again, I hope you don't show up here in a Chevy Cobalt because...
yeah, probably not a good idea.
Yeah, these are some nice-looking kayaks. These are awesome kayaks. We're going to have a lot of fun this summer with them, whoever wins them. They're really cool. They're sit-on.
Yeah, they're not sit-in. So this is like the easier, like what everybody prefers.
That's what I would prefer.
And you wouldn't have to worry about getting your legs stuck in it.
If it tips over, you just swim off.
Yep.
Go, oh, geez.
Silly me.
Do one of those laughs like, I'm a goof. So we give that away tomorrow. And we have a brand new contest to kick off, of course, because when one ends, another one begins. So tomorrow's going to be a fun show because we call the grand prize winner of the kayaks. And we announce our brand new You're Included contest tomorrow as well. All that happens in the 8 o'clock hour. Looking forward to it. 9 minutes after 9 right now. It's Kendrick Lamar and SZA. It's Luther on Q92. Oh, I have a second. Lauren reminded me. I wanted to call my mother out today. I'm on a medication. When I first take it, we have really raised the dosage on it.
Yeah.
We actually skipped a
Kicked
step.
it into high gear.
Yeah, we really kicked it into high gear. And one of the, the only I've experienced is some stomach issues. And
Gastrointestinal upset. Yes.
And that doctor and I discussed that could happen.
Yeah.
That could very much happen. Never thought he was lying. And usually when I first take it, within a day or sometimes even 2, I have a kind of bad day.
Yeah.
All right, yesterday was a bad day. Probably the worst I've ever had.
Yeah.
And maybe when I write my book, you can read about it. But
you're gonna call that chapter
messy. So I did not feel good yesterday. I came to work still, same thing, but all throughout the morning was not feeling good. Was not at my best on the way home. Thank God, when you have a 40-minute drive, you want to talk about a wing and a prayer. Got home, got to my mother's, and I went right to her bathroom. I had to use her bathroom. Right when I got there, another little attack started. I was like, okay, thank God. At my mom's. So I come in to see her, and there's little Jimmy. She's taking care of Jimmy. They're chilling on the couch, and I was like, just go right by, and I go to the bathroom, do what I got to do. My mother knows I'm not feeling good. Right? She knows this.
Yeah.
So I come out of the bathroom, and I start to, gather up the boy's stuff. He has a backpack. We put some toys in for him every day to bring over to Grandma's so he's not just sitting around. Mm-hmm. So, putting the cars in. And my mom, no, are you okay? How do you feel? How's this medicine affecting you? The only thing, did you clog my toilet? And I was like, sure, yeah, I did. Just to be like, yes, sure, I clogged your toilet. No, I'm serious. Did you clog my toilet? I decided not to answer to be a a-hole. I just wouldn't answer. She would not drop it. Christian, did you clog my toilet? I have had issues with that toilet, so help me God if you clogged that toilet. I guess you're going to have to go check. She gets up and walked to the bathroom and checked to make sure I didn't clog her toilet. And then I heard her flush it to make sure it flushed properly after I used her bathroom. Never once. She called me later that night around like 8 or 9 o'clock and was like, you feeling okay? I don't know about this medicine now. I don't know.
Well, she was too worried about her toilet in the moment to worry about you.
When it happened, her only concern was, did I clog her toilet? The fact that she got up from the couch, walked to her bathroom to look in her toilet.
She did a
because
test flush.
She could not take my word for it that I did not clog, as if I could lie about that.
Okay, hold on a second, though. Do you have a track history?
No, not more than anybody else.
At her house?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, then, yeah, that.
And when I heard the flush, I was like, she's truly testing the capabilities of her toilet because even her eyes seeing the toilet looks normal
Wasn't enough.
was not enough for her to believe that her son did not.
You know, sometimes.
What did I clog it with? Invisible poop?
I'm just saying, like, you know, sometimes. Well, she didn't know. Maybe it wasn't even that. Maybe you were. Are you one of those men that just does the whole, like, mummified hand wrap?
No.
And,
I'm
like,
a wet
the
wipe.
toilet
I'm
paper?
a wet wipe or I wet the toilet paper
Oh, that's right.
because I want a clean butt. You're not going to clean your butt with dry-ass toilet paper.
Do you go back in with dry toilet paper to dry everything
Always,
up?
yeah.
Okay.
You do one last. If you want to know my true technique, I go middle, left, right, then I go dry wipe. I want a clean butt.
I'm so glad I know this now.
Yeah. And it usually is left, right. I mean, maybe I go right, left. I'll pay it. I'll start logging it.
Please do. I
Yeah.
want that update.
So that's my system. But and later that night, around 8:00 at night, she decides, "Are you feeling okay?
Well, she thought about it, and then she was concerned.
Should you guys talk about this medicine, maybe? Like that wasn't your concern hours ago? Just your toilet, just your precious
What'd she
toilet?
say? Did you say
Not
that to her?
not your firstborn son. No, I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm good. And then she's like, I don't know. You know, these medicines, I don't know. And because she's a vet, a doctor, she's
She's a parent first and foremost, and she always will be, no matter how old you get.
The hell with Christian. Is the toilet flushing okay? LOL. That was the only concern.
That was the sentiment.
I swear to you, that was all she was concerned about. Rage Room. These effing kids complaining about going back to school when they just had over 2 weeks off. I am dreading summer. That's funny.
I know.
For every mom like Lauren who loves when her kids are home,
I do.
there's
I do.
moms that want get out of the damn house right now.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Actually, my kid started mocking me last week at the end of the week. He's like, oh, mommy's going to start going, oh, you only have a couple more days left of vacation. I love when you guys are home. Like, he was making fun of me because I do.
What are you going to do when they move out?
I don't know. That's the honest to goodness question. That's why I told Tony, I said, we need to start working on each other. We need to like start finding a hobby or something because otherwise it's really going to sting. We're going to like stand there and stare at each other and be like, no, what do you want to do?
Maybe like do couples like ceramic painting.
I could see Tony being down for that.
We'll get like a sports thing for him. Get like a Browns helmet. He can do a paint a ceramic
Okay,
Browns
that's going to
helmet.
last us for like 2 weeks. Then what?
So you keep doing other things.
So we're going to have our house full of ceramic
Oh
paint,
my God, imagine
painted
just ceramic
ceramics.
things everywhere that you two painted together with love. Can you imagine that? Do a Bernie Kosar.
That's like a nightmare.
Oh, everywhere you go, ceramics. This is getting weird.
Would you do that one yesterday? What about that one 2 weeks ago?
Just wait. Tomorrow we're doing a Jim Brown. Oh, it's going to be amazing. By the way, did you see they're mulling offering $5,000 for you to get pregnant?
They're mulling it.
Yeah, that's literally that's what I just said.
Yeah, because the
Look, they're not mulling it, they're mulling
birth
it.
rate is down.
Yeah. Would you have? I mean, obviously we're not 20s and 30s anymore. Would 5K interest you to make a baby? I'm like, I don't think you've ever had a baby if you think 5K is going to last.
Right. Exactly.
That won't get you through diapers.
That won't even get you a half of a quarter's tuition in college.
Up until 2 years ago, I wouldn't have known what I was talking about. But I can tell you right now, that 5K will be gone 2 months in.
The only thing I'll say about that is, like, I think the 5K would be good for new parents, like, if it's their first baby. Because there's a lot of expenses, like the startup cost, if you will.
For the mulling, is it a one-time, like, first baby, or is it like
you brought this topic
as
up.
many babies? Well, just because you brought up the birthday, and it reminded me. I saw that yesterday. That they're mulling that. God, I gotta quit saying mulling. They're thinking about that maybe a $5,000 if you get pregnant because of the birth. Like you said, the birth rate's low.
Yeah,
they're discussing it. It's not happening right now. There's a lot of red tape. I was like, is that per baby? Like, are people gonna be like, let's go? I just want to stress again. Lauren, a mother of two. I've got a son. 5,000.
It's not a lot.
It sounds good. It sounds good.
I mean, anytime the government wants to hand me a check, like,
right?
Okay, but I don't think I would be like, Tony, one more, we get $5,000. I don't think
especially
that would happen.
In 2025,
right?
Not quite what it was. If they said that in like 1980 or 1990, people would be like, well, hell.
Right.
Now I'm like, yeah, what can we get with that? Not much. Diapers?
Mm-hmm.
Diapers? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Would that encourage any of you to have a child? Any of you? Like, if anyone was on the fence, would that be the tipping point? Now, if we were having one anyway, I'd be like, oh, cool, I'll get... But they're trying to maybe encourage some people that maybe...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are trying right now. I know friends are trying right now, actively trying.
You know, I can still have babies. Obviously, I'm not that old. We've actually talked about it before and laughed. Do you know how mad my kids would be? I think if I got pregnant again,
they'd be mad.
I think they would. I think they would genuinely be a little mad.
Pair of kayaks with Stark Parks. Just listen. When you hear it, be caller 10. Boom. You're in the running. Also, give yourself another chance. Go over to the live video feed right now. It's on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, or X page. Go to either one. Click the like button in the comments section. Put some summer emojis to cheer us up on this 52. Oh, it dropped again. 52-degree.
It's back down, yeah.
Rainy day at the end of May. So go ahead, do that. Let's cheer ourselves up. See some nice, good old summer-filled emojis in there. Then Lauren's going to randomly select one of you. If you are a finalist listening right now, 8 o'clock tomorrow, we call you. And then don't forget, we got a brand new big time You're Included contest ready to go tomorrow morning. So when we give away those awesome kayaks with Stark Parks, I promise you what Lauren tells you we're doing next is going to be just as big, if not bigger.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
So it's going to be a big one here. Thought I'd test your little country music acumen this morning.
Okay.
Nothing big. This isn't one of those like this song. And maybe you saw the list. Billboard released their top 20 country artists of the 21st century.
Okay.
And they're doing it with like number one records, album sales, things like that. All the Billboard, hootenanny. Who do you think came in number one? Just at the 21st century. Do you want any clues?
Sure.
Very guessable because I know you like country music. Everyone on this list, very guessable for you. I will go just to like stop you from yelling Taylor Swift. Male.
Okay.
Solo artist. There's a clue I want to give, but it would give it away in 2 seconds if I gave it. Been around. Still relevant. But been around.
It could be so many. That doesn't...
Not a new
it could
artist.
be Blake Shelton. It could be Keith Urban. It could be...
It's right there. I know you can get this.
Luke Bryan.
I know you can get this.
It could be Jason Aldean. It could be... I mean, there's so many.
There are, but you haven't said the one.
Okay, well, you got to narrow it down a little bit.
No one that you said.
Okay, great.
Because the other clue is just going to give it right away. loves a good sleeveless shirt. I don't remember I hardly ever see the guy in sleeves.
Zach Brown?
No, not Zach Brown. They're not even on the list.
Oh, that's too bad.
Not
I
the
like
top 10.
I like Zach Brown.
So the answer is you're gonna pinch yourself. Kenny Chesney.
Oh, dang it! Yeah,
Does he always have the cutoff?
He does.
He cuts the sleeves off his all his
Yeah,
shirts.
and I feel like lately he's doing a lot of co-ops with like younger female artists.
I was gonna say he's like the country Jimmy Buffett, but that would have given it away.
Oh, for sure, I would have known right away who it was.
Yeah, he is number one. The
Fun
top
fact.
10.
One of my favorite songs is "American Kids" It's
By Kenny Chesney?
Yeah.
He's a couple good songs.
Like,
He is
that's
kind of
my-
the country Jimmy Buffett.
Like if I'm gonna get in a good mood, like do housework, and I want to start listening to the playlist or something, it's gonna start off with "American Kids."
17 album at 20 number one songs since 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Well done. I'll just give you the top 10 list because they're all very big names. They're still relevant today,
Okay.
mostly. 10, Carrie Underwood. At 9, Blake Shelton. 8, Jason Aldean. 7, and this is pretty impressive when you think of not exactly longevity, but huge, Luke Combs. Already at 7.
I was
Already.
gonna say, yeah, he'll be the next century, whatever. Like, yeah, he's amazing. He's an incredible artist.
6, Rascal Flatts. 5, Keith Urban. I can see that. 4th, the late Toby Keith. 3 is Taylor Swift, even though she's been pop for a decade.
I know.
Still, the impact she had on country music. And 2, you think he's a very handsome man. Been around.
Luke Bryan.
No. Cowboy hat.
Oh, that narrows it down since we're talking country music.
Very handsome. Also does some acting. In very great shape for his age. Has a very famous wife who's also a singer.
Oh, Tim McGraw.
There you go.
Okay.
Boom. I think he's a sexy man for his age.
For his age, for
Tim
sure.
McGraw.
Yeah.
He could take your girl.
He could.
I said, please don't take the girl. He might.
Yeah.
He might. He likes to go sleeveless too.
Tony gets so mad when that song comes on, by the way.
There's a lot of songs I find annoying. But
He's
yeah,
like, I don't want to listen about Tommy Thompson. Like,
I get it, man.
yeah.
I get it. So yeah, according to Billboard, that's your top 10 country artists of the 21st century. Those are some big hitters, man. Those are some really, and again, shout outs to Luke Combs because he hasn't had the longevity, and he will, but I'm saying all these other artists, they've been around since some in the late 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they've been here, like he came on big, the last 5 years? Am I wrong? Did he really, truly?
Who, Luke Combs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, it's been in more recent years.
I mean, there was always a little underground buzz about him a little
Mhm.
bit, but man, you look at the guys that have exploded music-wise these last 5 years. You look at a Luke Combs. You look at a Teddy Swims. You look at
I mean, you have other ones
Jelly
too.
Roll.
Like even in the country music industry,
Yeah.
Warren Ziders was kind of up and coming.
that have
and he's-
just become these superstars.
Zach Bryan has been kind of an emergent.
and he's someone who still doesn't even get radio play.
No.
I mean, we've played him because
his
we're
music
awesome.
is right. His music is excellent.
And his shows are all soul packed.
Yeah.
The guy goes around and for a while people still didn't know who he was, and he was filling arenas.
Mhm.
Everywhere you'd go, you'd see these videos on TikTok, and he's filling up like a Rocket Arena size place, and
Yeah.
people are all singing the song Revival and all that. And I had some bad press with his ex-girlfriend.
Okay. I mean, we all have things.
Might not have been a very nice man. You know, it happened. You know, I'm surprised isn't on there.
Garth.
Kind of. Yeah, a little.
Garth
that was
is
where I was
the one
gonna
that
go.
surprised me.
Morgan Wallen.
Eh,
Kind of surprised. Is it because how much he crosses over more,
maybe.
and maybe some of his songs aren't so much on the country?
Well, and that's another thing too. Like these are all just by sales, and I feel like he would be on a People's Choice list.
For the biggest stars based on performance on the top country albums and hot country songs chart. So you're right.
Maybe they're not done
So he
listening to
doesn't get
Morgan's
credit.
album, so he didn't get
Yeah, they're only on track 88.
right.
So yeah, you're right. I mean, it could be the fact that a lot of his songs are charting elsewhere as
Yeah.
well as country.
Yeah.
And they might have gone farther at rhythm station. He's on rhythm, pop,
Yeah.
hot AC, country. And the guy, he's doing it, man. He is doing it. So, there you go. I always like sharing some music news in the 9 o'clock
I
hour.
always like talking country music with you,
Well, I know you do. You love your country
I
music.
do love my
And
country
why
music.
wouldn't you?
right?
I'm more of a rock. I'm liking this resurgence of rock we are seeing.
Yeah.
With a lot of the bands from the early 2000s becoming like, I don't want to say cool again, but cool again. And some of these new metal bands that are like having the #1 record in the country.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting to watch
Well,
how music is evolving in 2025.
I was talking to a family member last night, and I was like, how about that executive, unfortunately, who passed away in the airplane crash? And they're like, oh, was it like a rap? And I'm like, no. I'm like, quite the opposite. Like, he pierced the veil. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so sad. That was the plane that went down in a residential
Mhm.
neighborhood in California.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking. That sticks for anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really does. But man,
But their point was, how many of those are left? Like rock, like true rock. And I'm like, there's more than you think.
there really is.
Yeah.
My boy's Shinedown doing an arena tour right now.
Go to Sonic Temple, and then we'll talk about it.
Go to Sonic Temple or go to Incarceration here coming up and tell me if rock is dead.
Yeah, it's not at all.
Jesse Murph. I love this song. My son loves this song now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You got him hooked on Jesse Murph.
I was walking around the house going, boy, ain't mad at you. And he starts laughing.
He started,
So
amongst other things that you've taught him to say recently.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I called my brother yesterday again on FaceTime so he could hear it.
Guys, it's a guy thing.
Having kids is fun sometimes. It's Jesse Murph, Blue Strips, Q92.
I just have to tell you what I put up with behind the scenes, okay? Jake's already laughing.
I think it's a tremendous topic.
Every day between 7 and 8 o'clock, I bring an egg white turkey sausage. It's like a small breakfast sandwich with me. And that's my breakfast.
I was saddened to hear it was turkey sausage.
Yeah,
That's
it looked good though, right?
until you said turkey sausage.
Okay. But anyhow, it is good. Anyhow.
It'd be better with regular sausage.
I'm sure it would be, but I'm trying to stick to my 200
I
calorie breakfast sandwich.
I can't wait till March when it's regular sausage.
Well, maybe. I didn't say anything about that. Right now, it's not. It's turkey. But Christian likes to play this game called What If. So he walks in the studio, pushes the door open, and he's like, what if I just picked up your sandwich right now and threw it against the wall? What would you do? I said, I think I would have some things to say. I think I would be like, what are you doing? You know?
Yeah, no.
He's like, you wouldn't pick it back up and eat it? I'm like, no. He's like, okay, second question. What if Rax from our AM station came over here and was like, can I have a bite of your sandwich? I said, I'd probably give it to him.
Which I was very surprised to hear.
He's like, your whole sandwich? I'm like, yeah. He's like, so all Jake and I have to do is be like, give me a bite. You're gonna
And we get a sandwich. So I get a free sandwich. If I see with a hamburger, I mean, hey, can I have a bite of that? It's mine.
So then, third question, unrelated to the sandwich was, okay, follow-up question.
These are things that I say.
These are things he said. This happens regularly, you guys. He's like, if I
say it in a nice way.
If you pooped your pants,
I wish I had an accident, but okay.
Yeah. If that happened, like let's say you weren't feeling well or whatever, you just couldn't help it. He's like, would you go into the bathroom and take care of it and stay here, or would you leave? And I said, I would be gone so fast. It would take you a while to figure out I'd left. Like, I would say nothing. I would just be gone. I'm like, so if that ever happens and you can't find me and my car's not here, you can be like, oh my gosh, the day came. It happened. Because that is how I would be gone so fast.
Yeah, you would not even, you would just leave.
I wouldn't. And then I got shamed.
Would you even try to clean yourself before you left?
Well, I mean, the best I could, and then I would be like, bye.
Well,
they're not sticking around for that. Are you kidding me? And obviously, if something like that's happening, then I'm ill. There's something wrong.
Or you could have just misjudged passing gas.
No, because I don't do that here.
Oh, of course. Everyone says that.
Well, I'm just saying I don't. What do you hear me? I'm not Force McGee walking down the hallway.
I could be.
You could be.
Yeah. Yeah. I love people that say they don't fart.
So
it's like people that say
the
they've never watched porn.
conversation evolves, and while this is going on, like I'm over here actually trying to get work done, you guys.
Full disclosure, Jake and I would have stayed at work.
Yeah, they would have.
We'd have just went in, thrown out the boxers, cleaned up.
That's how this next part came up. Because Christian goes, Jake, have you ever had an accident and then like thrown it away? And he's like, well, actually, it just happened to me when I was on break taking a walk in the woods the other day.
You did say that out loud with your words.
I did. It wasn't the other day. It was during the summer.
You did say the other day.
On break from here?
Yeah, because, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have to work at 2 to 5. But after the show, I And not,
So you weren't in
You
the
had
woods
events and stuff.
here.
Yeah.
You were in the woods by your house.
No, I was here. I was over at Wellburn Reservoir.
Wait. What reservoir?
Wellburn. You
Where
know,
the hell's that?
it's in Alliance. It's like
Wow.
10 minutes from here. It's a beautiful lake. I go there all the time.
Yeah, unless you're crapping in it. Yeah. So you went there for a nature walk
Yeah.
and got sick.
Yeah, because I have like 2 to 3 hours in between my shifts here. I
So
decided
when you have a break, you just roam the woods aimlessly.
in the summertime, yeah, when it's warm.
Don't say that like everybody does that.
Well, it's a nice park. There's trails. It's not like I'm.
Oh, okay. You're on a trail.
Yeah.
I thought you were just in the woods.
No.
Okay. I thought you were Lewis and Clark looking for the West. I didn't know what was going on. Okay. You're on
No.
a trail.
Yeah. So before that, I always get food. So that day, I decided to get Taco Bell because that's a good idea.
In the summer.
Yeah. In the woods.
And go for a walk.
Yeah. So I had a couple tacos. I'm on my walk. I'm far away from any bathroom. There's nobody else at this park. I have to go to the bathroom. So like I can't hold it anymore. So I find a nice tree.
What was a nice tree?
Proceed to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, now I don't know what to do because I'm not about to pick up some random leaf to take care of that. So I took off my underwear, used that as the
No, you know what though?
Oh, good for you.
I was trying to be resourceful. I wasn't about to get poison ivy on my butt.
So you took your shorts off,
Yeah.
then took your boxers off.
Yep.
In what lifetime can you not clinch it till you get back to the bathroom?
I was like 3 miles from a bathroom. I'm not walking 3 miles
I mean,
after Taco Bell.
seriously, it's a matter of you can't.
I
I
feel
love how
like,
people act like it. Some people have like this amazing sphincter control.
No, but
and,
usually
like,
if you ignore it, it like kind of subsides and it gives you a little extra time to get to where you need to go.
4 miles.
Okay, now it's 4. What is it,
thought
guys?
you
I don't know.
said
It
3.
was a couple miles. I don't know exactly, but
No,
it was
it's a couple. I
it-
need you to pick
it
a
was-
mile.
It was not close.
Was it even a mile?
Yeah, I was not.
He's like,
I was close.
think it was.
No, it
I
was,
could
it
see
was-
the outhouse from where I was.
No, I could not see it. I was pretty
But
far.
it looked pretty far.
There was this building that had men and women written on it. I don't know these 2 doors. I don't know what that was. So, all right. So what you do when you're done? What do you
Yeah,
do?
so then I kicked dirt and leaves over the mess, and then I didn't want to leave my underwear there. I'm like, somebody could find it. So I took a stick and I picked it up and I walked it over to the lake and I tied it around a rock and I yeeted the rock into the river or into the lake so it would sink to the bottom.
You really wanted no trace of this. you tied it to a rock
These are the people I work with,
and
friends.
threw the rock into the river.
Yeah, into the lake. So that way it
So
would
that
sink.
no
What
one
were
would
you
ever
afraid
know.
of? That they
I
would,
don't
like,
know.
It wasn't a body.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't
They
want to
weren't
leave
going to
that
try
in
and
a
match
nice
your
park.
DNA or anything.
I know,
Oh,
but I just
God.
wanted to, you know.
Lauren has never had a butt cheek quivering poop hit her like a sledgehammer. Yeah, there are times
Not
just,
like that.
like an upset stomach just comes on.
No, I get that, but like you get to where you need to go. Usually you can feel that brewing just a bit. You're like,
Someone said, imagine the diver finding that.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Call now to win a pair of kayaks with Stark Parks and Q92.
There it is, your cue to call. If you want to be a finalist on the final day to become one, call us right now, 330-450-9292. If you're caller 10, you're going to be in the running for these 2 kayaks we're giving away tomorrow, all powered by Stark Parks, your summer fun destination. And also, Lauren, it's last call for anyone that wants to try to become a finalist on the live video stream.
That's right. Head over to Facebook, YouTube, or X, find that live video. Give it a like in the comments. You can just drop any kind of summary emoji. You know, we need a little something to brighten up our day because today it's pretty dreary and it's definitely not summer-like.
It is not. So head over there. What are you waiting for? Do it right now. And caller number 10 on the phone line. Let's go. It's Q92.
That's not really a jukebox.
I know, but it was fun. I'll never forget a guy wanted to fight Adam and I at a Buffalo Wild Wings because we kept playing Mambo number 5 over and over.
Oh, my gosh.
He wanted to fight us.
Why,
physically.
though? Why were you playing that song? That gets stuck in your head. And that's like, were you being a jerk intentionally?
Were we?
Yeah.
It started out, we were just laughing like 2 little nerds that weren't cool, that had never seen a boob. And we were just
literally see
hanging
you
out,
guys sitting there.
laughing, doing it, having some beers. And I will admit, once we realized someone was being
You
bothered,
kept doing
we were
it.
like, well, we're going to do it about 10 times more. To the point where he went out to the patio cussing because he knew it was us. He knew it was us.
Only because you were giggling.
And he said stuff to us, but not to us, if that makes sense.
Like
He's
out
walking
loud,
he's
you
saying
hear
it out
it.
loud, and he meant it at us. I'm not going to lie. He might have been able to take us both. But God bless him and his girlfriend, they were Steelers fans, so I didn't feel as terrible. And they went outside, and they were on the patio the rest of the night.
Well, they got to escape it.
And I'm not going to tell you it wasn't probably annoying. I'm sure it was. But it still makes me laugh. I still think about that guy.
Mambo
I'm
number
like,
5.
he left the bar.
Yeah.
Just cursing. Like we were in his head, building condos.
Well, that song does get in your head. I mean, you can listen to it once and then
Q92, hello, who is this?
This is Haley.
Haley, where you calling from?
Dover.
All right, Haley, you're caller number 10. You're now a finalist.
Woohoo!
Congrats, Haley. You could be hitting the water and enjoying some summer fun and celebration in some new kayaks powered by our friends at Stark Parks, your summer fun destination. But just tell everybody, Haley, who's your favorite station hooking you up, making you a finalist?
Q92.
All right, Haley, congratulations on the final day to become one. You are now a finalist for a chance to win those 2 kayaks with Stark Parks that we are giving away tomorrow morning in the 8 o'clock hour. We'll be giving those away, but we are not done. We got to get one more finalist, and that's on the live stream. You guys went over there to the Q92 live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and X. You click the like button in the comments section. You put a bunch of summer emojis, and you were hoping to pay off for you. Well, it's time to find out who it did pay off for. Who we got?
We've got, I don't know. Oh boy. Erica Joliet Sunland?
Sure.
Is that how you'd say that?
Just say it confidently. It doesn't matter if you're right.
Erica Joliet Sunland.
See how much better that sounds? It's all about the inflection. Just say it confidently. So there you go, Erica. You are now a finalist as well. Now, your only chances left to become one are with Nicolina coming up next. So be listening. The cue to call could happen literally anytime. If you are a finalist, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'll be calling the grand prize winner. We'll have a brand new contest to announce after that as well. Let's go. Let us go. Good luck to you all. Looking forward to that. Thank you guys for having us on today. I want to thank Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame for talking with us today. I want to thank him for everything with the Hall of Fame, working with us. It was fun teaming up for the Ribs Fest over last weekend. So thank you.
And I think there'll be some things in the future that we'll be working with them on.
So thank you to Rich. As always, thank you to you guys for the interaction, whether it was on the text line, the phone line, whether it was on Facebook, YouTube, or X. We appreciate it. It means the world to us. Thank you for starting your day with us any way that you did. Now, Lauren, we won't see you again until next Wednesday.
Correct.
A week off. Good Lord.
Oh, dude.
And then you're back another week off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love it. Oh, man. For so many reasons. Oh, man. You deserve it. It's going to be fun. Get away from this stupid weather.
The thing is when I'm gone, not really.
Oh, stop.
No, I'm serious. If you guys need anything, you know that I answer.
Do I bother you when you're on vacation?
No.
Okay. You know why I don't do that? Because you're on vacation. It would have to be a pretty damn emergency or something I had no access to for me to be like, Lauren, sorry. I'll bother Jake anytime. I'll call Jake at 3 a.m. Hi, Jake.
Hi.
Just woke up. He'll be like, okay.
Can I come over?
So, Jake, I need you to talk more the next couple days, all right?
All right, I'm on it.
No, you're not. But that's okay. I appreciate
He
you.
might. He does.
No, he does. He does
when
better
you're
than you
out.
think. He's a lot better
I
when you're
watch
gone,
the
though.
show sometimes when I'm gone, if I can.
He's a chimer-inner.
He is.
He'll chime right in.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, like I said, we call the grand prize winner. We announce a brand new contest. We'll talk to Jordan Miller from Jordan Miller News. Who knows what else we'll get into tomorrow?
You guys are crazy.
It could
Just
be
good.
crazy. So enjoy the rest of your day if you can, weather-wise.
Do what you can, man.
Do what you can. Maybe a good day to make soup and do some
Right?
house cleaning.
That actually kind of sounds good.
And you know what? If you're going to clean the house and make some soup, what better radio station to listen to while you do it?
I might be doing that later
Then-
when I get home.
Q92, let's go. We'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great day. It's Kesha and T-Pain. Yippee-ki-yay. It's Q92.